Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Thursday Night Throwdown brought to you by the Armchair Dragoons. It is a pleasure to be with you this evening. Well, it's not too terribly. It's 1903, so we're close. Here on the 14th of December, 2023. This is a day that I don't know I ever thought would come. If you've listened to this broadcast, if you've seen me write about it on various places, you know that I am not in any way, despite what anybody tells you, I do not hate General Darmé. That's false. That is a filthy, filthy lie.
I believe you.
Thank you, Giorgio.
Great.
You are you are very kind.
Okay.
And so, but I did have questions, and I've always had questions, and you're going to hear my questions again. But General Darmé is one of those games where everybody I respect really likes it. Where, Giorgio had spoken about it when we talked about it in Paris. And all these people online just love it. And then we got a new shooter, our guy, Matt. Good evening. Welcome.
Good evening.
And
Matt.
and he has bravely stood in and taken my sometimes abusive questions, which are not directed in any way at him, but at the editor and designer of the game. And so I said, I gotta do this. And then they cheated. They absolutely cheated because the author, David Brown, he put out an 1813 source book. And if you know anything about me, you know that's my second favorite campaign, second only to 1809. And so when they did that and they had scenarios, and I had just in August, my family and we were over at those battlefields, and it's a lovely little series of scenarios based specifically for GDA. I said, we got to do it. We got to do it. So here we are. And as has been suggested, we have two familiar voices. We have the chronologist and Achilles. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Chrono, who owns the book but has never played, and Achilles, who has absolutely no idea what's going on. Whereas we have, on the other hand, Matt, who you've met, and our friend, our long-gone friend, who we're so glad to have back at the table, Giorgio, who have played it and are going to have to help me keep inside the rails so I don't do terrible things as we play. So it's a pleasure to have you all here. So what we've got set up is this is a relatively standard battle, I would say, for GDA, based on what I've been able to read about it and see about it. For those who haven't yet, I'm going to commend to you that you go to the online quick reference sheet that they did. It's something I wish, let me say something positive about GDA right out of the box. It's something I wish more people did. Yes, dude guy, I'm getting I'm getting taunted in my own chat. Dude guy, you finally cracked.
That's normal. We do that every week.
That's true. No, you do that. But
These jokers in the chat, though.
These clowns. Well, you're the guests. Come on, guests. Check that out. It's a really, really neat resource, and I will be using it this evening. My intention, particularly for the benefit of Chrono and Achilles, is to use the gentlemen that we have here to act as, like I say, a set of bumpers as we go through a very general walk through the rules and play some of these turns. And if it absolutely 100% came down to it, we could reboot and start over if we really screw something up. So we'll go from there. I'm actually going to start where I don't usually start, which is with the scenario. Because it really does help frame out what it is we're going to try to do. And I'm going to skip, for this battle only, the pre-battle stuff that they built into the 1813 campaign, which I think, by the way, is really cool. I like that they do that. It gives you that little bit of extra flavor. But we want to learn the rules tonight. And so this is the Battle of Weissenfels, as was said. And this is there are two engagements at Weissenfels and Rippach, which are both still pretty much intact places. In terms of the battlefield. And this is the opening shot of the 1813 campaign as, Chrono, the Grand Armée pushed into Saxony. There we go.
Hooray. Or not really, but,
Yeah. They got a bad day. One of the leading formations was that of General Suum's division of Marshal Ney's corps. Fourth force was low on veteran troops and consisted of large numbers of conscripts. On the 29th, near Weissenfels, they received their first taste of battle. The Allied cavalry was soon driven from the field by these Marie Louises, and Ney was jubilant at their performance. To win, the following conditions apply. The Allies must prevent the French from reaching the village of Roccan by the turn 14. As soon as any French unit reaches Roccan, the French win the game. And this is 14 turns. Where? Why, that's right here. Now, I know that Matt said he wanted to be French. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's correct. That's
All right,
only
what-
because I have no idea how to put together an attack, and I'm hoping somebody's going to teach me tonight.
Well,
We can teach you how not to do it.
Yeah,
I'm an expert.
Yeah.
So why don't you grab? There should be, and I don't know. Forgive. I know Giorgio knows how to do all this stuff. Are you pretty facile with Tabletop Simulator? You know how to grab a color?
Yeah, I've got them flashing on the screen, so I can just sort of pick one.
Yeah.
Which one
okay,
do you want
good.
me to
Yeah,
pick?
just the one over here, because this is obviously where our French fellows are.
Okay, that's white then.
Yeah. Chrono, Giorgio, Achilles. Do you have any preferences?
I'll go either way, but I am interested in
Doesn't
trying.
matter for me.
I am interested in trying out the attack though, because
Alright, well,
that's
then-
also something I'm interested in trying to do.
Then you're going to be French. So over there.
Alrighty.
So
Let's grab
Giorgio and Achilles, you're defenders. So grab over there, please. Yes,
All right.
I see you've done it. So let's talk about how you win. We talked about you got to get over there. Both the Russian and the French deployment areas are shown on the map. I will show it to you very shortly. The French are attackers. The Russians are defenders. Both sides. We already talked. We're going to skip the campaign piece. The French are going to initially deploy 2 brigades anywhere within your starting deployment area. From turn 2, 1 additional French brigade enters anywhere along the rear table edge in each turn until all are there. These are not in reserve, and they automatically arrive in the movement phase. The Russians may deploy anywhere behind the Ripock stream. So the Russians, anywhere in here.
Yep.
So quite generous, we must say. These are the units. We'll talk about that. The French will get all 5 ADCs. We'll talk about why that's important. From turn 1. They don't wait for them. The Russian horse battery arrives on turn 2 at Rokhan during the command phase. The Allied player must attach it to a cavalry brigade, or it is an independent battery. If it's independent, it acts as a brigade for all command roles and ADC taskings. The Russian player does not get an additional ADC if you put it out there independently. The French do get battalion guns, which are shown as a single model and crew attached to the battalion. How have I shown those? You'll see them right here. They look like that. I figured Matt and I talked at some length about what that should look like, and so that's what I went with. Or other suitable marker. They are considered a part of that battalion. They are not a separate unit. They cannot be removed unless it is all lost. Once the unit reaches 4 or more casualties, the gun is removed from play. It is assumed the gunners have sufficient casualties or are out of ammo. This gives them a +1 combat die to both line and column fire while it is fresh. However, if an infantry battalion forms square, garrisons a BUA, breaks into skirmish order, or enters rough terrain, they don't get it. They're considered limbered. Units with those guns cannot use the forwards tasking. If an infantry battalion either retires, retreats, or routes, its guns are lost. The Ripock itself is severe terrain. Close order infantry, cavalry, and artillery can only cross at a bridge or a ford. Ford. Bridge. The villages of Ripock, Gorin, Stroswitz, and Rokhan are standard BUAs. The rises are higher than the BUAs in the woods, yes. This rule set allows cannon to fire over infantry. Don't laugh.
Oh.
Don't you laugh. The marsh is
Called for fire all
anti-AOAs
night.
as well. And BUAs and trees you can fire over as well if you're on the hill.
Yeah, it's the infantry piece that he's going to give me static about. The stream is classed, as we said, as severe. Skirmishers can cross the stream anywhere. They do so at half speed. Units must cross fords in column. Artillery must be limbered. Charges and bridges. Infantry on a bridge or ford are in square if charged by cavalry. So it's an advantage to them. All right. So that is the scenario. That's how you win. Let's talk about units. Each and every unit is set up, and we obviously have our tool tips that we always do. We have our brigadiers. We have skirmishers, and Matt was very kind and patient with my questioning. The way that they write about skirmishers is far from intuitive. I'll just put it that way. And so, but in this game, they are absolutely critical. They are an independent unit within the brigade. That's the best way to think about them. They function separately. They form a skirmishing screen that will, under most circumstances, be, as it was in the Napoleonic period, the first line of contact against your foe. We have infantry battalions. You'll notice we have very few statistics on them. Very few indeed. And there's a reason for that, and that is because we don't need them, because the rules actually build a lot of those things into the combat tables, which, again, I have provided to you in the form of that QRS that you should all have the link to. And that's why you'll see we have these guys are line quality, even though they are technically Leger. Yeah, these are all line. I think most of the French wind up being just that way. Yeah. Again, a battalion gun. And then we have our horses. You will note that these guys are line campaign. That's not quite as good as line battle. The distinction is those guys have been marching a little bit, and the scenario designer has said, yeah, they're not quite all that. You will also notice that this is a large unit. It is classed as large, therefore it has 6 bases. Everybody else is standard. This is one of the other things that, if I had an aggravation prime, it was this. It was basing. I know what the author is trying to do. I get it. But at the end of the day, he doesn't say how big a battery should be. He tells you how big a battery can be and gives you multiple options, but doesn't say what it should be in his estimation. This is one way of doing it. And they are beastly big. I will tell you also, the Russians are even bigger still. They're huge. I've put
voluptuously big.
What's that?
Voluptuously big.
Voluptuously big. I love that line, Matt. They are voluptuous. And they are at that. So what are we going to do in a given turn? Well, in a given turn, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have the commanded initiative phase, in which we're going to find out how many aide-de-camp are available to each side. That is very, very simple, in that the commander is going to roll 1 die for each of his ADCs. In the French case, it'll be 5. I think the Russians have 4, right? Yeah.
Yep.
2 through 4, yep. They're going to roll a die. For every 3 to 6, they get an aide-de-camp. For every 1 or 2, they don't. Seems straightforward enough. After that, they are going to check for brigade commanders based on taskings. And taskings are one of the key systems in the game. This is how you use those aide-de-camp, and you have to use them wisely and well to win. What are the taskings? Well, there's a list of them. I want to hit on what I perceive to be, and I'll certainly take correction from those with more experience, what are the most obvious ones. The number one, I think, and again, I'm open to correction, is the one that is called Command. And, or is it, no, that's not the one. Was it just Brigade Attachment? Yes, Brigade Attachment. Brigade Attachment. That is one ADC, and that lets you re-roll your brigade's activation should it fail. That's right, folks. It's a British game. Not everybody gets to move. They love that. Another very, very big one from my understanding is forwards. This is 2 ADCs. That gives you an additional 3d6 to normal movement, or add 1d6 to a charge. So you get extra movement, as the name suggests. Another very important one is ammunition. If a artillery unit runs out of ammo, you can use 2 ADCs to give it ammo. Another big one, at least these are my surmises, is infantry assault. In general, when you are assaulting, when you are charging, only, and I gotta say, this is such a simple rule, and it solves one of the biggest problems I've always had with rule sets of this type. From a brigade, unless you call an assault, only 1 battalion may attack. The others support. You don't bother about how many guys can fit onto a head of a pin. You just don't. You send in 1 and the others are supporters. I think that's a lovely, elegant thing. You cannot do that if you assign them an infantry assault order. But that is a 2 ADC, which is a pretty expensive pay, and it only works if the brigade activates. So you got to decide. And then there's the one that, as I shared in the chat earlier today, was, and this isn't exhaustive. I'm going to encourage you all to look at the link that I shared with you and go through it and peek at those, because there are different ones, is redeploy. When you establish your initial battle line, the expectation is that brigade stays in that spot in the battle line. It doesn't go, and I'll take a very simple example. Let's say this, which I realize it wouldn't be, but let's say this is the battle line. This cavalry, can't suddenly go wandering off this way. It's got to stay here-ish and advance this way and stay in contact this way. If you want them to move to another part of the battle line, you've got to use that command on that brigade. It is an interpretive, might I even say, suggestive, and almost an aesthetic rule, but I kind of like it. After all that's done, we're going to roll for brigades. The brigade command roll couldn't be simpler. On a 3 or better, it does what you asked it to do, assuming it's a regular brigade. It does what you're asking it to do. On a 1 or a 2, it says, no, I'm not feeling it, and it becomes, and we come over here, and we grab a marker. I actually should probably make a pile of them. Hesitant. It becomes hesitant, which means it cannot advance towards the enemy. Being a hesitant brigade is a pain in the butt. I've watched enough videos to understand that. Remember, that is why you put down that tasking to say, hey, no, I want you to go out there and advance. After that, we roll for initiative. It's 2d6 minus the number of hesitant and faltering brigades. Faltering is a morale status. Highest score wins. On a draw, previous initiative has it. There's an optional rule letting the French do something silly. We're not going to do that tonight. After initiative, we declare charges. We talked about this last night during our game of La Salle 2. Chargers move up to 3 inches, to within 3 inches. The defender then fires or maneuvers. Both then roll 2d6 and apply modifiers. If it's a charge versus a BUA, you just go straight to the melee. There's it's not a ton. There are several modifiers which you should familiar yourself with. None of them will be an immense surprise. And then there are charge results that will vary depending on, how the outcome comes out. One of the most important pieces is support. You may bring supporters along. Remember, I said, usually you can only attack with one battalion. You may bring along a friend or even two. And we'll talk about why that's consequential in just a little bit. Movement. Line is 6 inches. Column is 9. That whole charge thing is 3. Square. I actually like the compromise he makes about squares. Squares may move up to 4 inches, but if enemy cavalry is within 9, it requires a discipline test in order to do it. Skirmishers move 12. You may sidestep 3 inches. You may step back up to 9 inches. Cavalry may step back 9 inches. That's quite a bit, but there it is. Horse guns move 15, and foot moves 9. Generals move 18, I should say. The most units, when they formation change, that's all they can do. The exceptions are the standard side guard and veterans. Guard and veterans. They can formation change and move. After movement, we fire skirmishers from those skirmish lines. Skirmish fire is 12 inches. Most of these bases, and again, it's small, standard, large. Most of these are standard, which gives them 3 dice, 3 combat dice. I do love the fact that there is a special modifier just for the 95th and 60th rifles. It's like, really?
Yay.
We had to go there, huh? We had to go there. I get it. And what you do is you actually deduct dice rather than numbers in terms of hitting. All casualties are tracked using these hit markers that we've got. And as you take more, and you can take a lot of casualties in this game, I should note. And so you can really start, plinking away at them over time. Hit on a 5-6. Sorry. Hit on a 5-6.
Yeah.
Then it's musketry, which is 9 inches. There are a bunch of modifiers that we'll go through at the time. Casualties obviously hurt you. And here we do have modifiers to hit based on casualties. Infantry in column. Infantry in column can get themselves hurted. Infantry in mass column can be particularly hurted. Mass column, gentlemen, correct me, 3 inches, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
I think so.
Yeah. If you put
It's only if they're side though.
If you put your columns within 3 inches of each other, there are advantages, but you run the risk of A, getting shot at by cannonballs, and you are in mass column, which makes you a better target for musketry. And the casualty table, you're going to roll your dice. You're going to roll. It's actually 2d6. There are modifiers, and then there's a casualty table that again we have on our FAQ, our QRS. Then we do melees, which we're just going to walk through when we get there. We're just going to go through it. Discipline tests. 2d6. You're basically looking for a 7. If you fail that,
no.
7 or... Yeah, I know. Not an 8, Achilles. Not an 8, a 7. Depending on what then happens, the lower you go, the worse things happen to you. And there's a ton of things that cause discipline tests. Brigade status levels. Brigade falters if it has 2 or more retreating units, or any unit routes or disperses. You got to get it out of that faltering in the command phase. Casualty levels, they drop for your standard unit, 4, 8, and then 12. At 12, they disperse. So you're going to take a lot of casualties before stuff happens. And because it's a game, anytime you roll a natural double 6, not modified, natural, in a charge, volley, or artillery fire, that is destiny. And destiny is a random event. Which my personal favorite is the 10 to 12 unsightly demise. A stray howitzer shell embeds itself in the opposing brigadier's midriff before exploding. You gotta love it. And finally, risk to general. Yes, generals can be killed. Your general, a general that is attached to a unit that loses a charge or a melee, suffering a retreat result, does have to check. You don't want to roll a 2 or a 10 to 12. Everything in the middle is fine.
I may have missed this earlier. What was? I'm sorry. What was the range for artillery?
Artillery fire depends on the poundage of the gun. But most of the things that are floating around on this table, I respect that. I really do. 6 to 9, you have 3 ranges: canister, effective, and long. 6 to 9 is 12, 24, and 55.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Of course. That was a great. So that was a sketch, and I acknowledge that it was a sketch. But I want to play a little game tonight. And so what I'm going to ask you to do, we're judging no one. You all have your sides. I'll let you divvy up the troops amongst yourselves. You will remember the French have to put out 2 brigades. 2 brigades. The other 2 have to come off and sit over here on the Dogs of War or on my son's face.
Sorry, who's the French? Matt, I'm sure, is the French, and Chrono, or...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will put Achilles.
Yep, Akil and you are the Russians.
Okay.
Let me show the French.
The arts.
Let me show the French their deployment zone. It's pretty much, you just got to stay back of that red line. That's why I've got you set up the way I do.
Okay, team.
Do we go off and confer, or
what you will do, Matt, is there's 2 ways we can do it. I can certainly set up a voice chat for you, or you can make yourself onto it. I'm going to assign you to Team Jokers, and I'm going to put Chronologist is already there. You'll notice that you now have on your chat a separate tab for Team, and you can chat exclusively to Chrono.
That's just text chat, yeah.
Yeah, so if you'd rather do it, I can also set up a voice if you'd like.
Well, we can kind of play it open because if Chrono's happy, then there's quite a lot of rules in GDA as we've already discussed, so it's probably kind of beneficial to discuss some stuff in the open. But I'm easy whichever way Chrono wants to do it, really.
Chrono?
Either way, I'm not picky.
All right, so we'll do it in chat for now. We'll do it in type chat for now. We'll let y'all talk. And like I say, we're figuring our way through this. I'm going to go see who's mocking me. Holy cow.
And just, Matt, make sure that when you type something you only want Chrono to see, you type it in team and not in game. Otherwise, everybody sees it.
Okay.
Achilles, your rolling is already being mocked.
Awesome.
And he hasn't even started.
That's right.
That's set up.
Are we supposed to set up first or
Yes. Well, it's
simultaneous, or
I
does it
think
matter?
I think. What did they tell me? What information was I given? Yeah, it's pretty much simultaneous.
Okay. And is there a command span for units? They have to be within a certain distance of each other, or
Not of each other, but of their commander.
of their commander? And what's that range?
Trying to think where they hid that. I know there is one.
But
Yes.
Is line 2 and 2, or is it just ones?
Ones.
Ah.
There it is. Command influence. Good lord. 18 inches from their brigadier.
Okay.
Units over 18 inches from their brigadier must hold their position and may only carry out a maneuver or fire.
Yes, I know. I see it.
Yeah, quick question. We usually have 5 brigades because we've got the cavalry as well. So it's 2 plus then 3 off table.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw it, Giorgio. Are you sure
Okay.
you want us to start that far back?
Yep.
Okay. As you say, sir.
Okay.
He's brought
We're
knowledge.
giving them an easy crossing, though.
Could be.
And I strongly suspect you're going to want those skirmishers the other way.
Fine. Are they backwards?
For these boys.
I don't think that. A
Oh, I
skirmisher
haven't
could
set
be.
them up yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that skirmisher could be 15. Are we playing centimeters? So I don't know.
No,
if
we're
they are
playing
15.
inches. We're playing inches.
Okay.
Use freedom.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
use freedom units, Giorgio.
Freedom units, Giorgio.
Okay. Faccio. I will write you.
Okay, clearly I am missing something. Grim Harbinger. Good to see you. And forgive me for those I didn't see. John Longshore, Jeff Ross, Dude Guy, you're awesome. And I don't actually believe this, but here we go. Wait for it. Ring the 20 bell on a Thursday don't happen much. Clearly, General Darmé brings him out. What can I say? Who am I to question the people? Sweetie, there are Russians lurking in the woods. Apparently have skirmishers.
I show what I mean. Actuals. I mean, this one could be there. You know what I mean?
Out in the
They
open?
don't have to stay there. Yeah, in the open.
Mm-hmm. He can go
Okay.
frolic anywhere he wants.
He doesn't have to worry about the command distance or distance from his unit?
He's not a formed unit.
Oh, I thought he had to be with this battalion or whatever. So, okay.
Well, remember, their whole thing is they retire to rejoin the brigade anyway.
I see.
They're going to sit there until the French get there. Is the point? They ain't going no place.
And I do think that the three skirmishers must be touched.
Yeah, the skirmishers form a unit. Yeah.
So they have to be together.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, like there or there, just to I don't mean to avoid, but just to try to damage the people that would just want to cross the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You have a free retire movement if you feel in danger.
I feel in danger now.
Okay, me too. And remember that you could open and full skirmish mode one of your battalion of Jaeger if you need it.
Yep. You can give them a tasking. We hadn't dived into that, but you can give these Jaegers a tasking to have them spread out and become part of your skirmish screen if you needed to.
Or create another, or create another line here.
Yeah, or create a whole other one. Sure. The only catch is you can't go back.
Yeah, sure.
You can't reform.
And actually, you don't have to stay in line for the moment, huh?
I like line.
Okay.
Line is good. Line allows me to shoot.
It does. It does at that. You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
Also, I'm on defense, so I don't really have to move very far.
Also true.
I'm not worried about the shortage of movement points or distance. What cavalry can I have, sir?
All the cavalry you want.
You've got
all the cavalry.
Careful.
Never.
Don't tell Achilles that.
Never tell a cavalryman he can have all the cavalry he wants.
Uhlans, dragoons, and hussars.
Okay, let me see. Here we are. Okay. Would you prefer Uhlans, dragons, or hussars?
Dragoons.
Okay, Uhlans and dragoons are for you.
Gary McClellan. We have 22 viewers. Okay, clearly. Okay, I've been wrong. I'm wrong. It's nuts. Bless your collective heart.
Okay. So if you use them there, I use them here.
Hey, Giorgio, when cavalry charge, what formation is most effective for them in this game?
All right, if you are charged, if you charge in line, it depends on what you are charging. If you are charging infantry, the line is always better. You could not charge in column.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter too
and
much.
Line for the cavalry is going to be the same as like in the infantry. It's just going to be ones.
Straight across.
No. Like that. Like I do with my.
No, these are each one of these. If it's not 2x2, it's straight across one.
Yeah, those are is a line in this one.
Mm-hmm. I missed my definitions.
I think so.
If they're 2x2, what formation is that?
Or column of This one time.
Yeah, it's true. They have some they have some more elaborated formations than I'm used to. I will admit.
Yeah, their columns are
cavalry line, one line, or in double line. They can be two. They can do either.
Yeah.
They can do either.
Yeah, there's a double
Okay.
line, but
Interesting. Missed that one. First one I missed, actually. That's not too bad considering we're a half hour in. All right. French got a pretty good handle on where their limit is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So, Giorgio, do you want to have anybody in this town protecting this bridge?
no. Yeah, the sense here, all right. What I do like is that you got your line of skirmishers that could shoot to the French that are trying to passing this bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And
Except
to,
my line of skirmishers can only cover one of them. So,
but you could open another line, another battalion of Jaegers.
I could.
Open as a skirmish. Yeah, you could.
Do I really want to do that?
Let's see how they will deploy, and we choose. Even you
Okay.
could. I did not saw the. Okay. Even you could put these line of skirmishers here, and waiting to see how they are moving. Try to move. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you could choose to go this way or the other way.
Okay.
And our foot guns are off the table, right?
Those foot guns are. Where are they attached to?
Yeah, I think they are.
I do believe that's true, but I just want to. I want to be right. I want to try to be right. Just do it once. Do it once for. Do it right once in your life. All right, French deployment.
Where'd my general go?
Because those horse guns.
Can I read that as if
I think it's an
units can be any two units?
I think it's the
them on first. But,
Immediately deploys 2
Here.
infantry brigades.
There he is.
oh no, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, everything else is off board. So the French
Yeah.
put on 2 infantry and then everything else is off board. Obviously, we know that these horse guns are off board for the Russians.
Jim, presumably we can attach the artillery to one of the brigades if we want to. It doesn't have to act as a separate brigade on its own, does it?
Correct. That's the choice you're given, is to attach it to a brigade
okay.
or let it rumble around.
I'm okay with attaching to brigade if you want to do that. Any
It's
thoughts?
kind of easier, I think. Probably attach it to maybe the probably the line. I would Breyer.
Brer. Okay, we'll attach them to Brer then.
All right.
Because the recruits have got the battalion guns, which will do them for a minute.
I'm going to label him as belonging to Brer. Just so we know.
How do you think we should deploy this guy, considering their space limitations?
Well, we're gonna be choked up wherever we cross, aren't we? So
that's Sarola.
I don't know if you want to risk splitting them. That's the only thing, or just
Yeah.
try and get them all across in one spot.
Yeah. One sec, I'll send you something.
McGuire, damn you. Thank you, Bob. Hey, Bob, how are things up? So we have Brittany, Cornwall, and Scotland all spoken for this evening. Good to see you, gents.
I just wrote to you
Mm-hmm.
that could be a good idea. Could what I wrote here. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I don't like it, but I know what you mean.
It's the only force we got. We have to try to do that.
Okay.
You don't have to. I mean, you don't have to. But here. Yeah, here.
Jim, these woods here, are they rough terrain?
I believe we were told to take them as rough. Yes.
Yeah, okay. And I think all of the BOAs are just standard BOAs.
You
Yes.
could
Take one battalion.
you could put your troop
Yes.
here. If this is rough, it give you some problems. You could put them here. Doesn't matter.
I'm moving things around. Let me know if I'm doing something wrong here.
Are we moving
just
everybody
to-
over there?
Sorry, say again?
Sorry, are we
It's just
moving
to,
everyone over there now?
Oh, so I thought, but I mean, I can do that. I'm just trying to figure out where to put the 2nd Brigade right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe here.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we'll do what we can do. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
just a bit further back.
You've got a lot more experience than me, Chrono, so
Do I?
that's real.
Chrono's like, uh-oh.
You have me
I tend
mistaken
to,
for the. You have me mistaken for the other crime.
You have to. Do we have to cross these? You have to cross these bridges in this
Column.
kind of column.
Yeah, in
So
column, yeah.
Mhm.
It's not mass because this would be mass, right?
Correct.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I will remain.
Well, actually, that would be mass.
No, I mean individual. Like, but like this is a all the divisions, right? Or am I?
Yeah,
My-
yeah, that's what I would call a tack column. I'm assuming that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's too.
do,
Column of attack is too wide.
you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not doing like this because
Yeah, any echelon is fine, really. We'll avoid the mass column
Yep.
thing. And it's not a bad way to move them in anyway. Who have we got here? We've got
Iran.
Gran and Chasseret, yeah. I think we could start with one of these in skirmish order if you want. Maybe one of these.
Sure, we could do that.
And just to
just
remind,
thinking-
the new players, you don't get to undo that.
You do. If it's a light battalion deployed in skirmish order,
I thought you.
they can reform back into close order, but they need to be behind a friendly unit to do that. A brigade skirmish screen
Yeah.
can be reinforced from any battalion, but you don't get it back once you do that.
Ah, I see. Very good. Good note.
First thing we come across as well, which I don't think mentioned earlier, when you roll for your ADCs, if you roll a 6 with that,
Oh, yeah.
you do get an extra
You get a
bonus
bonus
ADC.
one. Yes, you do. Yes.
How many? So if we break these guys into skirmishers, we get another 4 skirmish bases, or another.
Yeah, standard one. As long as they're not recruits, you get 4. In actual fact, the only ones that can't break into skirmish order are recruit graded troops.
I do that.
Given the normal standard that we have around here, what exactly do you need to do to kill aide-de-camps? Because we tend to do that a lot.
They're unkillable in this game.
Oh
They
my
are.
God, they're unsinkable ships. So,
Yes, they are
okay.
the unsinkable ships. Hey, Volker, we got 22 views.
Where do you
It's
want to put
okay,
our?
at least. If you roll like me, you won't have any ADCs anyway. So
We have a tendency to kill ADCs with incredible,
Yep.
I don't know, skill, I guess.
I have seen
Skill-
it. Didn't
skill and
somebody
speed.
kill Blucher the other day?
Well, not just Blucher and Ney.
Ooh,
Oh,
Blucher and Ney have not survived Leipzig.
ooh.
Does CNC have a command radius, or does he just move wherever?
Oh, he parks, doesn't he?
Yeah, it doesn't do an awful lot, really.
No,
The only time he comes in handy is if you want to use the command tasking. You get one of those per game,
Oh, right. So
and
he
it
attaches out.
allows you to sort of refresh some of your units, but he then needs to travel to that unit in order to do that, and he can only travel whatever it is, 36 inches or something like that.
It's
I think.
18, I
I think
think.
that's how that works. My attack is usually crumbled by the time I get to that point, so I never get to use that command anyway.
Valid.
Oh,
I mean, I think we're as ready as we're going to be.
All right. Well.
Yeah, it's just one more thing. Sorry, I just want to.
allora, scusa un attimo, Ah, cazzo, è vero. No, però.
That's the fun thing about Giorgio. You just never know what language he's going to be talking at any given moment.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry.
Don't be.
Or who he's
The
talking
mix,
to.
the mix between Spanish, French, and Italian.
Fortunately, I know just enough Spanish to know he's not talking to me, honestly.
Okay. I think go as far forward as you can deploy, but I'll do that.
Yeah. We'll just we'll see how many ADCs we've got in a minute, because that's going to dictate probably what we do anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
Hmm?
Could you enter the allied chat in the Discord?
I'm sorry?
Discord, could you enter the?
Well, we want to.
Understand me?
I want to get started, Giorgio.
I'm in the team
Okay.
chat.
No, he
You just-
wanted you to go over to voice, and it's like
In the live chat.
Yeah,
the
no,
live chat.
I want to get this rolling. So if you want to text him something, go
Okay,
ahead.
okay, sorry.
Yeah,
okay,
because
okay.
we've been at
Let's
this a
play.
minute.
Let's play.
Yeah. So,
Okay, let's play.
all right. With that in mind, the first thing we got to do here on turn one, hooray, turn one, is roll for ADCs. French have 5, and our friends, the Russians, have 4.
All right. Do you want me to do that, or do you want the honors?
Yeah, you can go for that if you like, Chrono.
All right. You got 5, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Ooh.
Owie.
Not a good start.
That's
Not a good start. You got 2 at least. That's something.
You've got 2. It's a start.
There you go. And so Giorgio or Achilles, roll for your 4.
Yep.
So I'm curious, what do you all do in terms of these taskings? I mean, I know you can do them secretly. Is that what you do?
No, I just put them out. It's kind of obvious, to be honest with you. Once you start putting taskings down, if you've got sort of 3 or 4 stacked up, then you know somebody's going for.
Someone's doing something.
All right, so obviously 3. So we'll start with the French just because it's fun. What will your 2 taskings be?
I think we are more than 30 inches away from.
I would hope so. Yeah, it's 40 inches.
So you can just use 1 ADC for a forwards order if your units are more than 30 inches away from an enemy unit. And then I would probably use the second one then just for a brigade tasking, because otherwise we're going to be sitting around eating cheese and wine.
Yeah, do you want to put it here, or do you want to put it over on this guy?
I'd have it on the one that you got the forwards order on.
All right. It is done.
And the other guy can just sort of look after himself, really.
Just checking something. All right, how about you guys? What do you want to do? You got 3. That's a lot.
Yeah, I got 1 aide camp to reroll to Lanskoy.
Yep.
The other one for the other cavalry there. Right, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
Ignoring? Yeah.
The last one, let me see. Okay. Okay, And the last one.
Mhm.
Here. As a skirmish.
So what does that do? Let us know.
All right. It reinforces the skirmish line.
Okay.
Okay.
And so therefore,
To use one of the Jaggers battalions of archers to open up into skirmish.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think I don't think I do need the skirmish.
No,
No,
skirmishers.
you don't need the
just
skirmish task to.
No, skirmishers.
Well, you do, but if you've deployed them already, you should have deployed them in skirmish formation.
I don't need a skirmish line. Skirmish line is only to shoot better or
Yeah.
add.
It looks like it gives you another combat die. Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you another combat die when you're skirmishing, and it also enables you to reinforce the brigade skirmish line if you choose to.
Got it.
Yeah. So I use that as another brigade to re-roll if they are hesitant.
All right, so we'll come over here. We'll go back to the French again. We'll say, who's
Jim, is it useful to put some of the markers out so we don't forget who's got what task?
Oh, I've got. You're going to see them. You're going to see them start raining down. You're going to see them start rain. You just wait for it. First thing I want to do is let's do Chassaro.
But we want to do initiative first, right?
No, initiative is after you roll for activation.
Okay.
Because your initiative is affected by the number of hesitant and faltering brigades you have.
Okay. Then I guess I'll roll for Chassaro.
Chassaro.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You know
we have a reroll.
You had a reroll.
You have a reroll.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
He does not become hesitant. We pulled that off. And now we've got over here, I've got my guy Varan.
He is also not hesitant.
He is not hesitant. That is pleasing, I should think. I'm going to come over here and say Giorgio for Lansroy.
Right. Oh, nice.
He's fine.
Okay.
And then, come here. Pull that off. And then
the Cossacks.
Is that, that's Ilyovalsky. Love it. He's hesitant.
Nope.
He has his doubts.
Infantry.
And now where's their brigadier? Oh dear.
Nope.
That is.
Where's their brigadier? Oh, you put him over here for some reason.
Sorry. Okay.
He is hesitant.
They're very unsure about all this.
They are very unsure. They're not happy. Kapustin. Is that you, Achilles?
Oh, Kapustin. I'm sorry.
Kapustin. Yeah, what's he doing?
Who knows?
Oh,
not much.
You have an aide de camp. You got an aide de camp, so you can re-roll.
All right. That's better.
And you succeed.
Was he on the brigade tasking list? Yeah.
Yeah, he was sitting on that. Yeah. I don't know what else. Yeah, because remember they decided not to do the screen thing.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah.
And now finally, Noring.
Right.
Yep, he's fine. Didn't need that aide de camp anyway. All right, so we only have one hesitant. No, we have two. So it'll be a -2. So it's a 2d6, but a -2 for the Russians.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, -2 for the Russians, -1. No, we're all right, aren't we?
Yeah, you're all.
We're fine. We had our aide de camp, fortunately.
Yeah, we had a slight wobble, but we're okay now.
There it is. So
okay.
Chrono on a 2d6 and allies on a 2d6.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Giorgio?
Achilles or Giorgio?
Do you want to move the? Do you want me to move the dice roller over where you can find it easier?
Okay.
More centralized.
Move this one. Yeah. Yeah, because I was just looking that if we need.
You need to roll.
Open up.
You got to roll for initiative though.
All right, sorry. 2 dice.
Yep.
Yeah.
-2.
Right.
Got it.
Oh no.
There's no problem.
Wow.
That was a dominant performance by Giorgio. No doubt about it.
I know what the problem is. We haven't got a blue die.
I
that's
definitely
our
have to
problem.
get you a
It's got a
blue
blue
die. Yeah. I can't imagine we're going to have any charges, which means we go to movement. Russians want to move?
Yep. Okay.
I'm going to watch it
Let's
because
see.
you can oblique. One thing you should know, Achilles, you can oblique 45 degrees to the front.
Okay.
I'm not saying you want to, but I'm watching Giorgio move. I want.
Well, those blue who are not hesitant can move. Well, the hesitant ones can
Correct.
move technically, but they can't move towards
That
the
was
enemy.
Those guys here. Okay. Let's see. I could move 15 from here. Okay.
You are cavalry.
In
you're
which
cavalry
way
moving?
Yeah, in which way we do I could wheel. I mean,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, to wheeling, it's basic at 2 base steps. It's going to be 2 inches a click.
Okay. So if I do
2.
like that, it's 2 inches.
Yep.
2 inches.
13. Yeah. That's legit.
Oh, here they come.
And why wouldn't they really?
True.
It's like that. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
It's 15, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't make the general sad. I was going to say.
All right.
Who else?
This is done. Adjutant, I could do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing that the Jäger Brigade could do is open up in skirmish line if he wants with these battalions or this one. If I just want, I mean, just to say that it did not need a skirmish activation to open up as a skirmish.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right. So
To reinforce the skirmish line, yes, but it's up to
looking at your options, Achilles. Up to you.
Etchus.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
All right then.
All right,
Now-
so don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
These skirmishers here,
It's not advice, Etchus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
these skirmishers here, they don't need to be within 18 of
They do.
the commander,
they
right?
do. They have.
Oh, they do.
Yes, they have
A
to.
friendly close order unit, I think, Jim.
Oh yeah, right. I'm sorry. They need to be within that. What's the range to a friendly close order though? Is it also 18?
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
so.
It's
Okay.
skirmish screen, whatever they are, whether they're a light battalion deployed as skirmishers or the brigade skirmish screen,
There you go.
18 inches to the nearest close order friendly unit.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
Okay. So these guys have to be within 18 inches of any of these guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
over here too.
All
Well,
right.
as I say, I think it's any close order unit, so it could be another brigade. I don't think it says friendly. I'll have to check that 2 seconds.
No, I do think it must be the same brigade. I think so, but
That would make sense.
Yeah.
It would make sense.
Yeah, because
yeah.
does
that's
kinda
where
make sense,
that's where they're going to go hide if things go pear shaped.
Okay. All right. So, and cavalry can move 15, right?
In line,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, sorry, not in line. It's forward.
In line,
That's
yeah.
what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry, it's 18 inches of a formed close order unit in the same brigade or the brigade general.
There we go.
So in theory, you can have them really far forward to see your brigade general out there chaining it and be like, "Go, keep going, keep going forward. I'll tell you when to stop." Keep going forward. And they're like, "Are you sure about this? Are you sure?"
Go skirmish. All right. Any other movement from the Russians?
Not for me.
Okay, I was asking. With that in mind, firing, I don't think anybody's anywhere near in range.
It goes over to us for movement, right?
No,
Then you do each phase back. You go through each phase first, right?
Yeah, it's us to move now.
oh yeah. Yep, sorry.
If that's
Thank you. Yep.
finished movement.
Mm-hmm.
And for these guys
So
going over a bridge, do they have to compact, or how do we do that? Really, just sort of-
Skirmishers can just move over.
They move over
I mean,
at half. They move over at half move.
Yeah.
I think
okay,
they're all
so
right down over the bridge, though, aren't they, Jim? I think it's only
No,
through the river.
the skirmishers. The skirmishers get to move over at half.
I thought I was looking at the
It's
QRS here.
No, it's not in the QRS. It's in the. Where did it go now? It's crossing the stream. The stream is classed as severe terrain. All close order infantry, cavalry, and artillery may only cross the bridge. Skirmishers can cross the stream anywhere and do so at half speed.
Okay, but if we're on the bridge, we're not half, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we just sort of compact and go up like that. And
No, I think I'd just shove them over because they are only skirmishers. That's what I normally do.
okay, so this guy.
You've got 12, I think, for them.
Yeah.
So a brigade skirmish screen can't occupy a BUA though, but a light battalion in skirmish order can.
Sadly, they're not them, but
But they could be there like that. They could be a line, continually line. Huh? They could
Yeah,
be
he just
open
doesn't
up
have
like that.
He doesn't have the movement to get there.
Mm.
How does terrain affect the movement of cavalry, for example?
columns go 9. Okay.
There's.
Are you all right moving those, Chrono?
Yeah, I can. Up we come.
They've got 9.
Yeah.
Yep.
We get my.
I'm just gonna have to call them these guys so we can get over this bridge. So
Yeah.
Interesting. I would have thought that.
But what I try to say that this one is not a regular formation. It could not be like that. It could be a continuous line.
They're skirmishers, Giorgio, so they can deploy pretty much anywhere they want.
No, they should be like that.
sure,
I
that's
think
fine.
Well, but
they
like that.
didn't have the movement to deploy into a line.
I mean, I'm fine. I'm
Yeah.
fine either way. So if you
Yeah,
want
I
me to
don't-
do it
I
that
mean,
way, I'll
I
do
It
it that
could
way.
be.
I don't see how you can get across the stream if you don't have the movement, because the bases do have to move individually.
But I mean, if I can't stack them up, then I mean,
Yeah, and by the
Feels
way,
a little-
it's to answer your question, Achilles, rough terrain is half for horses.
So, like, if these cavalry were to go, let's say, for example, through a town, that would be half.
Mm-hmm.
But they can go through a town.
No, the way it
In
works
column,
is
only in column. Only in
only in
column.
column,
Yep.
and you need to move up to the edge of the town, and then
Okay.
it'll cost you a movement phase to move through it, and you form up on the other side in column as well.
So it's the
Ah,
it's the
okay.
it's the Shaco rule.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's what I was trying to figure out was, how similar it would be to whichever one.
I'm looking at skirmish line on page 18. It says skirmishers have particularly flexible deployment, which would normally be advanced to their brigade, but they can also flow around from the units already placed, for example, in the intervals between columns, as long as each skirmish base remains within one base width of a fellow skirmisher or close order unit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
So if you had a really large skirmish screen, you could deploy them in 2 lines if you wanted to, but only the front line can fire, obviously.
right. So I feel like I should be able to kind of
Yeah.
do the
Yeah. I think-
stack.
Okay, but all right. The only fact that only this one could shoot.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. There's nowhere for them to shoot at right now anyway.
Yeah.
So
You could put them in column, but you should do only one dice or no dice. 'Cause,
yeah. All right. Then we go over here and do these guys who have forwards. Which let me look. That's exciting. It's our first first order.
It's a different
I think
tasking. You get to roll.
So for that one, we
you get to
roll-
roll dice.
3d6 for normal movement, because we're
Right.
working in inches, so if I do that.
Oh, we're
So
speeding along.
you add that to your normal movement score. So if the skirmishers can move 12, they can now move 25.
That's a lot.
Dang.
Wow.
Just looking at those cavalry over there is a problem.
That's like valor and fortitude kind of movement.
It is.
You got to bear in mind though that if you use the forward movement, then your troops can't shoot.
Right.
Well, I don't have anything to shoot at right now, so we might as well.
They're quite vulnerable to cavalry though. So
I'm
and
looking at them.
if you lose your brigade skirmish screen, it will count as a bad thing against your brigade.
Yep.
Ooh, like chain of command.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you stick them in the marsh, the cavalry can't get them
Yeah, okay, so we'll come up.
because the cavalry can't go into the marsh because it's severe terrain.
Question: can you fire into and out of towns and woods?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, but
when you move into a BUA, you initially for the first turn are unformed. You can still shoot, but any shooting from a BUA is exactly the same as, well, almost exactly the same as skirmish fire. So you use just the garrison fire table, but it works the same way. You get so many casualty dice depending on the size of the garrison.
Okay. And you can also fire. You can also fire into BUAs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you're unformed, you get a -2 CD.
Mm-hmm.
The first time that you enter the town, you're unformed.
Yeah. They have like the whole Bible basically, so.
Male pa lui, non gli fanno un cazzo questi.
You can always leave them behind the river if you're worried about the.
But all right, the
coming down.
severe terrain, it doesn't do nothing to the skirmisher.
No, half movement.
Okay, so you
Because
could
the
not
river's
move
severe
at
terrain, so's the marsh. But we've got 25 to play with, so there's loads.
Because he can do this.
Oh, that's true. I can just come straight across.
Yeah.
Half a movement to cross here, half a movement to move here.
No, it doesn't double half. It's just 2 for 1.
No, it's the river is half movement.
Yeah.
The severe terrain is half a movement. I still think so.
Right. So everything.
But you only have it once.
Yeah, you only
so
have it.
Like,
It's not a quarter move. They don't stack that way. So he's got 12 inches.
12.5
Yeah.
to be precise.
yeah. We'll just go straight up it like that then.
Say so. So this one. So this one could not be here.
He's a bit further up. He'll start up a bit further forward. I can shift him back a little.
Yeah.
As you wish, but
Okay, so it's also worth mentioning at this point, there's another interesting part of the forwards movement order.
Mm-hmm.
So we rolled, whatever we rolled, 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A change of formation is described in the rules as just a full movement phase, takes a full movement phase.
Mm-hmm.
When you're on forwards order, you can use your full movement phase to change formation and still use the forwards order element of that to move. Mm-hmm. So technically you can move and change formation if you want to. So in our case, we could move the 13 and then change formation into square if you wanted to, or something like that.
I'm gonna stay out. I feel like he should stay out of charge range for now. So.
Yeah, I kind of agree, but just so you know, it's a really useful order. The forwards.
Is the forward rough or is the forward?
The forward is nothing.
How's the
forward? Is nothing.
Forward is okay. So I'll just come forward like that then, and stop there. And he comes up. 7. Rotates 1. You want to pull out 1 or 2?
That's 8. It's just in column. It's 1.
9, 10. And then we kind of go
Ma che cazzo state facendo?
And stop. And then up comes the general. And that's that.
Did you want to change their formation? Or are you happy leaving them in column for a minute?
I mean, they could go forward, try and do the forwards order and give us a charge, but I'm not sure how disadvantageous or disadvantageous that would be. We could
Yeah,
do
the
that.
skirmisher's not going to be able to shoot it. I don't know. Does that marsh count as cover as well, Jim?
It didn't say so.
No.
Imagine
I
it's
don't
just
think the
rough.
skirmisher's going to be able to shoot at the cavalry.
Una cosa veramente fuori dal mondo, cazzo.
So we could do a for. We could do. I'm not sure how. This guy can definitely do it. This guy I'm not so sure about. He had to move pretty far to come up. He started back here and he came up 8, and then he'd be 9 there, and then he'd have to finish his move. Use the rest of his movement to get forward there. This guy was basically right here though, so he had the movement to come up. So what I might do is bring him back slightly. Yeah. Sorry.
when Giorgio starts, oh, hold on.
No, because it's long time that they're not playing the game. So
Then I guess we'll do a little square thing
Okay.
here,
I gotta go move my car. Be right back.
We're here.
just to make sure there's no sneakiness involved. This guy can't because he's gonna move too far, so I might just pull him, keep him back here for now until we can cover his advance more effectively. But
Yeah. And the only idea, it's okay for me, but the only thing that in the booklet, it says that you could cross the force only in column, and this one is not a column; it's a reinforced column. I think the column is only one base. Ah, okay.
That is one.
yeah, there is one base. It's just
One base in front
very
of the
long
other.
base.
Okay, sorry.
That's what that is.
Okay.
All right.
My mistake.
I think that's all we got until these guys start coming on.
All right. Very good.
Yep.
With Achilles out, we'll ask. I don't think there's going to be any big drama here because there will be no shooting. I don't think, right?
I can't imagine.
And because everybody's out of range, and because there's no guns out yet.
Yeah.
There's no guns, so yeah.
And okay. So that is actually the end of a turn. Yay, that was a whole turn. We did it. That's a turn.
Yay, hooray, go us.
Yeah, a turn.
Oh, that's
Huzzah, a turn.
It's taking us a while, but we're getting there.
Yeah, well, and there's a number of things that, like every other game, right? What's the other thing I wanted to look at? Okay, that's right. Just to see exactly when you're supposed to get those other boys. The horse battery arrives on turn 2 during the command phase. So that's right in the beginning. And then the French will... When do you get yours?
doesn't actually say.
Doesn't say. We'll say the command phase. It seems only fair. I don't know.
Seems reasonable.
I don't know what else you do. So you're gonna. Giorgio, you can put that horse artillery on anywhere on your baseline. No, I'm sorry. It comes in through Rockin.
No, come from here, no?
Yeah. There you go. And Chrono, you can put one of them brigades on, and it can come anywhere on the rear table edge. So I'll let you pick which one you want.
I don't think we've got left.
I sent you a note.
You've got a brigade of horses, and you've got 2 brigades of infantry.
Yeah, I think that's a very good plan, actually, quite. Yeah.
Okay. So
In which way to put the artillery on line, limbered? Which way I could put it?
Oh, you it's with the horses in the front if it's limbered.
they just come on.
Like that.
How far in? do
Okay,
they
like
come in?
that. Okay.
I would say
Or just
on the
touching the base.
baseline.
Touching the base. Yeah.
Touching the base.
Okay.
Are the Bait and Dragoons also campaign, or are they normal? They don't say.
Sorry, say again.
Are the Bajan Dragoons also normal? Are they campaign cavalry or are they battle cavalry?
I
They're
failed.
not. They are not
I
labeled.
failed. That's failing. That's a grievous error. I look and it tells me Labossiere, Baden Dragoons. They are line battle. They are
Tell me
battle.
if you read what I wrote and if you agree or not. Sorry.
Here we go. They are battle horses.
I bring them on over here. They have to be in the same general area.
Well, yeah. Just remember they gotta cross at the ford. So
Yes, I'm aware of that. It's like trying to make some room here. So
I get it. Mr. Wargaming, what a pleasure. I do love to see it. It's been a little nuts all night. Wardrobe plays WW2. Good evening. All right.
Jim, are the Baden Dragoons, are they classed heavy cavalry?
Their campaign. They are line.
Battle cavalry is better than campaign cavalry.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They are the
the
Baden Dragoons.
I just wonder if Dragoons are actually heavy cavalry or not.
It doesn't say so.
I imagine they're just not. If they're not labeled heavy, I imagine they're just cavalry.
Yeah.
One standard line battle.
That's the thing that always confused me when I started playing this, because you've got sort of campaign cavalry and battle cavalry, but you've also got heavy cavalry and lancers and
They tweak that a bit when they revisit second edition.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
There are certainly things in order of being in need of being fixed, no doubt about it.
Not only fixed, necessarily smoothed down. I think. I think as Sam put it in one of the podcasts I heard him, is like you have to learn how to cut. You have to learn, much as you like something, much as you think something's really cool, sometimes you got to cut it just for the sake of not having a bunch of fiddly bits. But
all right,
I'm back by the way.
Very good.
Okay, well,
that then takes us to aide de camp, which means the French always have had 5 and the Russians have always had 4. So 5 and 4. Let's see how many you get.
I'll roll again if you're okay with me giving you another shot.
Absolutely. Yeah, you go. Right.
Clearly, you will do better this time. Clearly.
No, not really.
Do worse. You will do worse.
Hey, that's the last time he's going to let you roll, Chrono.
Yeah, maybe.
Apparently.
First tactical error of the night.
Achilles or Giorgio for 4?
Achilles.
Roll down on this.
All right.
Achilles got 3 of his chrono. I don't get it.
I know. Don't ask me. I blame the Russians.
I blame the blue dice. Should have had a blue die.
Giorgio, why are
you putting blue dice?
Giorgio, don't put things on Our Lady of Smolensk. She'll be angered at you.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'll be there, actions.
Yeah. Now I will put out your 3 taskings. French, I'll make you do it first again. You got 1 tasking. What do you want it for?
Okay. 1 here.
No, for the French.
You're Russian, Giorgio.
You're not French, Giorgio.
Yeah, no, for the moment.
Okay. You live in France. I get that.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, okay.
So, but French, you got one dude. He's right there. He wants to know. He wants to know where he goes.
I think we got to put it here to make sure these guys move.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Here.
So, what are you doing there, Giorgio?
Okay. Let me see. Okay. When I do these ones, I do know the guys who made these things. I made it. Yeah. Oh, it was me. Okay, so. Okay.
So.
Right, I'm coming. Okay. I put this one here.
Which one there? Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Nope. I hate that. Don't do, that's going to make me mad. No.
Okay. What I have to do?
Just say he's a brigade tasking. That's fine. We'll know that.
Brigade testing.
Yeah.
Brigade testing here.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
And the last one. 1, 2. Quello non mi serve, E brigade testing, where is the ADC to the
Just right there.
Jaggers.
To the Jaegers?
To Kapus. Yeah.
All right. To wake them up, too. All right. Well, we're over by you guys, so we might as well stay here. We'll start and see if how is Noring feeling today? How's Noring?
How is Noring?
Is he snoring?
We don't know.
Is Noring boring?
Is Noring boring or snoring?
He is.
Oh, he's snoring. You better see. He's got an aide de camp. Let's see if that helps.
They have to put. Oh, they already put their ADC. The French.
Yeah. They only had the one.
Okay.
Yeah, they were supposed to do it.
Bring that up, Georgia.
Okay. They were supposed to do it first, Georgia.
We did.
You just
we did do it
you
first.
just kind of
You just tried to jump in front of them.
Yes.
I believe in French.
Kapustin, how about you?
okay. Well, hopefully he'll do a little better than Noring did. Yeah.
He does.
There he goes. All right, and that's more Kapustin in the trees there. Yeah, it's Kapustin there. So
Infantry.
yeah, let's talk about our guy Shakovsky.
Okay.
Yep.
He's fine.
Infantry.
He didn't need it.
Badkovsky, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Artillery.
Ilavol's. Oh yeah, the artillery. What's it gonna do?
Oh, it's not feeling so
Not
great.
much.
They showed up and like, oh, all right, let's
Yeah,
take a break.
They're definitely hesitant.
They're tired.
guns-
They're just tired.
These guns are heavy, man.
These guys are heavy.
Yeah, they are polishing their guns.
They're polishing the
So the
guns.
Cossacks.
Ilavolsky.
Oh,
Oh,
Politics continue to be hesitant.
well, that's their rep. How about
The cavalry.
they're good.
Okay.
All right. So now, having seen 1, 2, 3 hesitant brigades versus. Oh, now we got to check the French. I'm sorry, we didn't check the
Yeah.
French. Dirty and bad.
We'll start with Chassereau.
Chassereau.
He's good.
He's good.
No problem.
Labossiere,
Labossiere.
also okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Veron,
Mm-hmm.
also good.
Wow, very nice. So then the French will be
Never punished.
in
Never
even,
punished.
in even 2d6 versus the Russians with a -3.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and roll this one this time?
I'm gonna try this
Yes,
one.
you could go, huh?
It's not
Okay.
contagious, is it, Connor?
That's that's about average.
That's a 6
Average.
to, that's a 6 to 6, which
6 to 5.
oh, 6 to 5. That's right. So the French have the initiative. French, you're
Yeah,
up.
go on.
Go.
I guess we'll start with.
If we can get into
Yeah.
Do
Yeah, we can
have
try.
any, do you have any charges? I don't,
No charges to declare.
I don't think so. Any charges coming out of our Russian fellows?
No.
All right. Movement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'll start with Veron over here, and we're gonna push our skirmishers up
Mm-hmm.
to this little copse of trees.
Mm-hmm. They're very copesy over there.
They're cozy.
Doesn't matter.
And then I think what we're gonna try and do is he's gonna come over the bridge here, and then kind of. It's gonna give him 5, and then 6, 7.
Yeah, the Russians are being accused of stalling.
We're on defense. How come we're supposed to be stalling?
Okay, so he's not quite in there, but he's making his way up there,
Mhm.
and everyone else is just gonna pile into the bridge after him.
Problem is, we're not supposed to be stalling ourselves.
Oh.
Gee,
Right,
that's the
right.
problem. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Windows. Yeah.
in the computer.
We're stalling.
Ah.
And okay, this square is gonna shift forward 4 inches.
Yeah, there's no horses close enough, so they're allowed to do it.
We're just gonna sort of creep forward.
The mobile square.
Yeah, quite a thing. Little different, isn't it?
Haven't seen that since the Texas A&M Fighting Aggie Band.
Actually, no. Let's just keep let's just go straight ahead because we need to clear the space. And then the dragoons come up. 10, and then that's as far as I can get.
Splash across the water.
Yeah.
Or can we?
To be honest with you, as long as you're within 3, you can support. So.
Yeah, well, there's no gun string yet either, so you know.
No.
These guys. This Straswitz count as a built-up area.
That's all BOA. Yep.
Oh dear, that slows these guys down, doesn't it?
It does. It's what it's what was being discussed. They've got to.
Yeah, I have to sort of move in and then. No, they don't actually. No, they can move out the other side as long as they come out in column.
Okay.
Because they're already on the edge. Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's right.
So they move half speed, right?
No, they pop. They kind of pop out the other side.
Yeah, pop out the other side in column.
It's the Shaco rule.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. And then he'll move across the river. Where'd my other commander go? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Him. Do you want him just? Where do you want it?
Well, Soray, he can be back here. He can come up here and he can come up here and talk to Chassera about what's going on.
Yeah. Party.
And these guys will kind of sidestep a little.
Exchange stuff.
Well, they get 6 inches, so they're not going that far. So they're just coming up this way.
Yeah. Be kind of good to. Yeah. Actually.
I want to get them out there, but there's also cavalry lurking, so I'm like...
Yeah, it's cavalry lurking, yeah, that's the trouble. And they can't shoot them either. All they can do is run away from cavalry. You can shoot at cavalry if you're in cover, though. That's why I asked the question as to whether...
That's our movement, I think.
And, okay, so the movement over here, nothing from Varan?
Oh, he moved already. We did him first.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Movement, Russians, please.
Okay.
Oh, Primrose.
Russians, okay.
Primrose. Oh, they go to stalling school, and when they're done, they and when they're done,
moving. Okay.
They're Stalingrads.
Oh, sorry.
So good.
Wow.
That's
dad joke channel out there.
That's horrible. Primrose, sit down.
You sit down, Primrose. You're drunk.
I wish I was drunk.
Yeah, I might not have heard that. Holy cow! We just went from 19 to 21 views. I'm not going to be that guy, but how do we get 21 views and 2 likes? You're killing me, Smalls.
I'm convinced those likes never keep up to date because whenever I'm watching it on telly on my phone, the likes are always completely different to what it is if you're on your difference engine.
It's been a while since I've heard someone call it the difference engine.
Okay. Va bene così.
I do like the fact that you have these elite Jaegers hanging out in the trees, utterly hesitant, and these trash guys of Tchaikovsky are coming. They're not afraid.
You guys aren't hesitant.
No, but
only the cavalry
they can roll.
They're brave.
They're roll.
Very brave.
They're very brave. Indeed.
All right.
They're just not dumb. You don't get to live long enough to become elite in the Russian force by going out in the middle of a field.
Jomentum is telling me I'm going to refresh my screen. I hate doing this, but okay, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's so weird. We actually have 17 likes. Bless you, thank you. That was weird. Mine was not showing that. And Jomentum, welcome. I love your name. That's cool.
Okay, can I move Kapustin now? Kapustin?
You could have moved him the whole time. We were just here hanging
Oh,
out.
I thought I was waiting for Giorgio to finish. So
no,
I'm okay. I'm okay.
It's very efficient if we all go together.
All right.
We all go together when we go.
And line?
Nine should be 9.
Line should be 9.
Line is 9.
Line only 6.
Oh, it's 6. Oh,
No,
it's
no,
right.
it's-
Oh wow,
Yeah.
What?
we're playing way too many
Wow,
rules.
we're- Yes, exactly. I'm totally confused now.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, roll,
No,
okay,
I'm
roll.
with you, man. I am with you. I'm gonna look
All
at
right.
line
Okay.
6.
All
Yep,
right.
he's right.
All right, 6. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Okay, that's more than enough. All right. And you said these people can oblique, right?
Yes, everybody can oblique.
45 degrees.
45 degrees though.
So it's more like that,
Yeah,
I think.
right.
Oh, well, fair enough.
I think your skirmish screen can move in pretty much any direction you want.
Yeah,
it to.
skirmishers can bugger. I'm
no
sorry,
base.
these aren't formed troops. They can go any way they want.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
3.
Okay.
Usually rule about no base moving more than its movement range.
Yeah, should be
Oh dear.
That's in
less
range.
than 12 now, right?
That is definitely skirmish
Oh
range.
dear, I fear there's going to be shooting. I fear there's going to be shooting.
Well, it's about darn time.
Last.
We would have been shooting a lot earlier if he'd have let me put my guys up here where I wanted to. We'd have been shooting on turn one.
Anyway, I think that even if you're hesitant with your Dragoons Brigade, you could change facing, I think.
I do not know.
The ruling just states you can't move any closer to the enemy.
Right.
That's it? Oh, okay.
Not near the enemy, but you could change, you could get back.
But I could
Yep.
do that kind of thing.
No.
Yeah.
Because there's no enemy.
Okay.
Moving away, you could.
Yeah, moving away is good. That's moving to the enemy. You can't turn that much.
Yeah. That is moving to the enemy. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, you gotta stay level too.
All right.
There you go. Keep going.
And you can change formation as well and stuff like that if you're hesitant.
I can also go
Not
9.
No,
formation.
don't flip them over.
I can also go
That's formation.
9 inches
Facing, that's it.
backwards.
Yes.
You could. If you want to go 9 inches backwards, you couldn't, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So they could just
You could
like,
change facing.
go backward
going
that
back,
way,
yeah.
Yep. Sure can.
Yep.
and that does both things at the same time.
It does.
Changes the facing and stays away from the enemy.
Agreed, sir.
All right. Very good.
All right. Well,
And that would be me.
Guess I think we're done here, which means we've come to skirmish shooting.
Mm,
I know, very fun, and that's 12 inches. Is that where you are? Are you 12 inches
it
away?
is.
Yeah.
It is.
But we have initiative, so we will.
Yeah, yeah. You get to do the firsty thing. You are a standard.
Okay.
We're just going to run through this. You're a standard skirmish base screen, which means you start with 3 dice. Count them 3. You're not a garrison. You don't have a skirmisher tasking. I think it's just.
You're definitely not the 95th or 60th rifles.
Yeah. 3 dice for a
You are shooting other skirmishers. So,
yeah. So that
So I
costs you
just-
a die, does it not?
so you start with 3, but it goes down to 2 because
Yes.
you target skirmishers.
So 2
All
dice
right.
for a 5-6.
I guess I'll do the honors.
Yeah, I trust you.
Bang, bang, pow. Hey, got one.
I hit.
1 hit.
And so it comes over here as a hit.
3 hits on a skirmish screen. On a brigade skirmish screen, you remove a base.
Kills base.
Yeah.
And Achilles,
Okay.
I think that's it. So you can return the
Yep.
favor.
Should also be 2.
We'll see.
so-
It's 2 Achilles.
Huh.
Evil
And
2.
it's-
Evil 2.
Pew pew.
We missed.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the Russians say.
All right.
The bullet's a fool, the bayonet's a fine fellow.
All right. I don't think there's any other skirmishing. I don't think there's any musketry. And I know there ain't no melees. Yep.
Yep.
Turn 3.
Turn 3.
No. Cruising along now.
Here we go. In order to do this, we will again. Where did we want to start here? We will start with our 5 and our 4. Our 5. And our
Do
4.
we have another brigade coming on this
You
turn?
do, but it comes out in your command phase, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
We'll just check out your ADCs first. 5 and 4.
All right. I'll let you do it this time because I have first 2
Come on,
turns.
Matt. Save the day.
Redeem us.
So my 4.
Better.
Okay, so we got a double 6 there, so that's a bonus
Yep, so you've
ADC
got
anyway.
4.
Oh, nice.
You've got
So we get 4.
So we
That's
got
not
4.
bad.
4, and our friends, the Russians, they got 3. So I like saying that whoever has the most has to declare their taskings first. So let's now bring on that brigade you want, please.
All right. Where do you want to put him? Where do you want to put? I think we should bring on Breyer. Where do you want to bring? Where should we bring him?
What who we got coming, actually? Who was it?
We got Breyer, who's regulars with guns. I kind of want to bring on over here.
Yeah.
It is still traffic jam, so I don't really want to add to that.
Hey, Giorgio.
Hey, Imminent.
Yeah, maybe.
How come we don't have more guys?
Freya was on.
No, Breyer's not on it currently.
Oh yeah.
More guys. You want more guys?
Yeah, how
Bring Breyer on.
come we don't have more guys coming?
You talk to your core.
Yeah, I think so. I think they
I'm
got
asking
more
him.
guys there.
I'm
Yeah,
asking
they're
him. Hey,
coming. Yeah, they're
where-
coming.
yeah, where's the rest of the Russian army?
No, yeah. Well, as always, we are only we two against the French.
The world?
Well, against the world. That's
The
recruit
skirmishers also
them.
have to stay on the back base. Okay,
No, the
so-
skirmisher should be deployed to the front
Okay.
in a proper skirmishy manner.
All right.
Yeah. A brigade
Yeah.
skirmish screen is not
I tell you
effective
what,
unless
I-
it's
I
at
tell-
least
I
3
tell you
inches
what,
in front of your
if you
units.
See how
cross the
kid-
bridge before, it was wonderful. It was all blocked there. Right, we will see.
Okay, so that's them on, and now we'll start throwing out ADCs. What do you want
They have to reach the town. It's not easy for them. So let's try
Mm.
to.
I think probably want a brigade here. I would think. I don't know.
to? Yeah, brigade in
Don't
there.
really want him failing at the moment.
Yeah.
So we
brigade
got
passing
3.
there.
We got 2. What we got?
And I would suggest we
We got
probably
3.
try and get, because these guys over here that have just come on.
Mhm.
You got that. If you give him 2, a brigade and a forwards order.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah. 'Cause he must be more than 30 inches away.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and then the
Yes, yeah.
last one. Do you want?
Last one, just
I
stick
think
a
we-
brigade on one of those.
I think we'll stick it on Chassero because otherwise there's guys that's gonna be.
Okay, no matter.
Otherwise, even if these guys activate, they're gonna be traffic jammed and won't be able to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Are you thinking sort of move the cavalry out to the right? Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking we can just start cutting them right,
Yeah.
and then, but I want to give them a little room, so I want to put on
Hmm.
Chassero to get them out of the way.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
Achilles,
Hmm?
you just have to slow down them. It won't never pass the bridge.
Mhm.
You will see. And
We're good over here.
this could be a private conversation. I don't know how you were talking about.
I don't think it matters, Georgia.
Okay.
So,
We're learning.
so where do you want to place your where you're placing your ADC?
I put one aide camp here to with artillery
What's he doing?
to reroll.
Reroll, got it.
Rerolling. Brigade.
Next. And the other 2?
The cavalry.
Also brigade.
Yep.
Okay. And your third one?
To the infantry here.
What are they doing?
Also brigade.
All right, all brigades. I kind of figured that would be the majority of the orders. I wasn't sure, but that was my
At
guess.
least for now. I feel like once we get later in and we're trying to do more stuff, it'll
Could be.
get heat up a
See,
little.
for the moment, is the only logical thing we could do because as the Russians we could not charge, we could not go
Yeah.
forward, we could not assault.
That makes sense. All right, so we'll start over here. I'm going to start with our guy Breyer.
All right, here we go. Uh-oh, we'll have the
Ooh,
reroll.
Let's have that reroll.
Molto bene.
Hey, there we
Yeah,
go.
fine. So his
Never in doubt.
forward order kicks in. And over here, Varan.
He's good.
He's good. Take that ADC away from him.
Chassero.
Where's Chessero? There he is.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Hold on.
He's good. Take away his ADC. He doesn't need it anymore.
Got it.
And then we'll do the cavalry. Hey, we're on a roll today.
Everybody's in. All right, let's go over
Here's-
here to the Russians. And I'll check on Lanskoy.
Okay.
Got him.
It's okay.
And how about Ilavalsky?
The guard.
Oh, the Cossacks.
Still eating sausages. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what they're eating, but it certainly ain't involving
Oh, well,
fighting.
Someone gave them a little too much vodka.
It's what they're drinking that's the problem. I have a feeling.
Oh, could be.
I'm going to peek down here at these guns under Vedkovsky.
Okay, I got to reroll. Yeah.
You're gonna need.
And he's going to need it.
Oh,
There.
Okay.
Up and in.
Infantry.
Infantry, yep.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Okay.
And let's see.
Achilles. To you,
Yes,
your
Achilles.
Jaegers and cavalry.
Kapustin.
Okay.
Fine. And
Okay.
it's also Kapustin and
Noring.
I'll give you some.
Oh, wake him up. He's got an aide de camp. He's
There
fine.
we go.
Okay.
All right, so with that,
Perfect.
only a -1. A -1 for the Russians. The French are even. 2d6 for initiative.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Nice roll.
8 to
9 to 9. But
9 to 9.
9 to 9.
French,
Even the
French,
tie.
French keep it.
Yeah.
French
do
keep
you-
it. So we begin with charges. Charges.
We have declared no charges.
You guys got
we
any
haven't
charges, Russian people?
No. How about you, Giorgio?
Okay. Movement.
Do you want to handle Breyer and Varane, and I'll deal with the right side for now?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right. We'll make things go a bit faster.
Mm-hmm. I think movement is starting. I love that. The wandering square.
I don't
Creeping
understand.
across the... How far away do they have to be from cavalry?
They have to take a
9 is
9 inches, and
inches,
then they
I
have
think.
to then they have to take a discipline check.
Just to move as a square?
No, they if they are within 9 inches and they wish to move, they make a discipline check. If they pass it, they go. If not, they take a penalty.
I got you.
But this column, why? Column to the fort is half the movement, or
No, the ford doesn't affect anything. If they can only go across the ford, but it didn't
Okay.
show that it changed anything.
the road.
My mind's gone blank. I can't remember how skirmishes
Okay,
moved
okay.
through
Oh, yeah.
PUA.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
it's
say again?
6, not.
My
Yeah.
mind's gone blank. I can't remember how skirmishes get through BUAs.
Oh, I do not know. I'm sorry. Let me see if I
It's
can find that
cavalry.
out.
Sorry, cavalry. Okay.
Let me see if I can find out in my book.
Yeah, by the way, is there a different distance for charging with cavalry than there is just for movement?
They get
Or
like a
is it the same?
+6, I think.
Is it +6? Okay. So
That's what the
it would
QRS
be,
says.
it'd be 21?
I think so. You have to double check. BOA's and strong points. That's melee. Movement, skirmishers.
No, it's
BOA's and strong points, page 62. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see.
That's not it. Exit and enter. As soon as infantry reach a BUA, they may garrison it. Full movement phase is required to
Format.
exit it. Only units deployed in column may pass through.
So skirmishes have to go round, basically. I think
Yeah.
that's probably what that means.
Yeah, seems that way.
That's-
Interesting.
You'd think it'd be easier for them.
Yeah, except they've got to maintain their formation.
Yeah.
Skirmishers?
yeah, they are
Yeah.
formed.
They've got to stay. They've got to stay. Yeah, they have a formation. It's just spread
Do
out.
they?
Yes, absolutely. Watch the Sharp series. You'll see it there.
Oh, man. I never seen a 19 Delta
Um,
formation.
Point 1 garrisons on page 63 says as soon as brigade skirmish lines can garrison a BUA as strong point. They may use a BUA as cover, but it can't garrison a BUA as this is another rule or battlefield function.
Right.
That implies they can move through it. They just.
I'm not entirely convinced because
Why otherwise?
I'm looking through here and they're.
But it says they can use it as cover, so that implies they can move into it. That implies.
Yeah. It'd be hard to use it as cover if you weren't in it, right?
That's the question. Why these guys moved 18?
We
because I've got a
forward
movement. Yeah.
Forward.
They can move
Okay.
12,
Oh, well, I didn't see.
and the roll 13, so they can move up to 25.
Yep, sure. Anyway, any unit enter a BUA, a BUA, they are informed if I'm not in column.
Right.
Yeah.
Cross.
We're just trying to figure out skirmishers, how it impacts skirmisher movement.
No, skirmisher. Skirmisher could
I
not
actually can't that situation so far.
garrison a BUA.
They can't garrison it, but can they enter it? And if so, what's the rule?
I'm checking skirmisher chapter now to see if it's anywhere in there.
It's not.
Yeah.
I've just been blazing.
It implies they can move into it, but they can't. There's nothing that indicates how it affects their movement aside from.
Imply this.
That's what it is. It's like, oh, you can go into it and use it as cover, but don't say how does it affect their movement as skirmishers to go through it. It's like, wait, does
I don't
it
think we
reduce their
can. I
movement?
think
Just say that you could not garrison a BUA, but not anymore.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I take your point, Chrono. I mean, there's a certain logic to saying that if you can use them as cover, you can surely. But you can't.
How else could you do that if you couldn't move into it?
If you can't be in them, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you could create it. I mean, how does FACO deal with skirmishers and BUAs?
You can just go. You could just be in them.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's the same way, but
it's just incredibly wasteful because the
they
minute
can't shoot out of it.
You can't shoot them, they can't shoot out, and they don't throw.
And anybody that attacks it, they immediately
they have to bounce.
Harper,
so I will work on Varan here, I guess, since I finished up on the right.
I don't know. I've forgotten how much I moved from there.
He's gonna pop in here, and he's unformed now. So
14.
we have an unformed.
We do. That I've got a marker for. Hang on. Wait. There you go.
Thank you. I will take this and put it over here.
Making copies.
And I will push the skirmish screen forward a little.
I've moved this guy to the wrong place, I think. Need to spread them out a bit more.
I mean, no one's shooting at him yet, so we have a little bit of leeway.
Yeah, I've moved him 14. I think he's got 21 move, but I really could do with him sort of here. Is everyone happy with that?
I'm okay with that. I say being on your team.
Chrono's okay with it, so there you go.
It must be fine.
It must be fine.
Of course. That's my job, right? I say what's fine, what's right, and what's wrong, and all that stuff, yeah.
Surely you don't doubt me.
You are the ultimate arbiter of...
I do want to bring these guns up so we can start effering the cavalry over there.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. They pass through BUAs at their standard movement rate. It's in the FAQ.
Ah, okay, I knew they had to have it somewhere.
Now,
it is definitely a Lardy's publication.
Yeah, let's be clear. That shouldn't be in a FAQ.
It should not be in a FAQ. No, you're right. Guns. How far guns?
So can I only move them there because I didn't think I could move through the BUA.
Go back and do what's right.
The line could just pop over. Let me see.
I don't think I've got enough room to get them out in line, but I should be able to get them enough room to get them out the other side of the BUA. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, it's just go with their straight. They just move at their straight 12.
Yeah. Well, 12 plus.
It's 12 plus 13.
Oh yeah. So
they end about here, I think, at 21.
And And Chrono foot artillery is 9.
Okay. I think they'll end up about there. I don't think they're
If
going to
they
get all
are
the way
in the
through.
BUA, they can shoot, huh?
I do not know.
Tell you
Yeah,
what.
skirmishers can shoot out of a BOA. I just saw that. Don't mess
Yeah,
with
okay,
not
but they are
the,
in, they are
this is,
in the BUA. They are not on the side of the BUA.
Well, they
So,
can't.
This is,
They
uh,
can't
If
garrison
this one-
it. We know that.
If
They
this
can't
one, if
garrison
this
it.
one is the line of the BUA, yeah. I don't know if the line is.
Yeah,
this one,
well,
they can shoot
it's general. I'm realizing I should have stuck to my squares. I was trying to be aesthetic. Give me a break.
I don't mind it.
Okay, sorry.
No.
You know,
I'm
Italian,
kidding. I'm
so
kidding.
I
I'm
try to repeat
kidding.
every time.
I failed. I confess I failed. I'm looking at it deep. Now I understand why people make squares.
They're much easier.
Yeah, yeah.
You wanna-
To be honest, they ought to be able to move to the foot of that bridge because they had 25 movement.
Yeah.
They get
Oh,
12.
Oh yeah, yeah.
plus
Sorry.
15.
Yeah, that would do it. Yeah. Right.
It's
That's
they should
fine.
be able to get to there,
That's fine.
which is
Okay.
pretty much
Do you
outside.
want to? I moved the foot battery up. Do you want to move it further than that?
Yeah,
Do you
to
want-
get it as close to the river as you can, I think.
Okay.
Sorry, I've been a bit slow here, so
No problem.
I'm trying to do things right. Whereas
I
normally if I'm
appreciate
just
it.
playing on my
So-
own, I'd throw it anywhere.
5, 9,
Until the
13.
shooting starts.
Anyway, they are not supposed to garrison the BUA.
Well, they're not. They're just passing through.
They are not.
Okay,
They
that
could be
is-
charged.
Yeah.
That's us.
They could
Yeah,
be
they
charged.
Yeah. Well, to the extent that you want to charge across a bridge in a river.
Into a
Yeah,
built-up
sure.
area, even if they're just skirmishers.
In column.
Okay, so we're done moving at this point.
Our cavalry can't, they did not see, I think, because they are.
Yeah, they're out of arc anyway, I think.
Yeah.
We will hand it over to the Russians for moving.
Movement.
Yeah, but even to charge, Giorgio, don't you have to like announce you're doing a cavalry charge and
Yeah,
then wait till
he'd
the
have had to
cavalry
do it.
charge?
He'd had to do it in the
Yeah,
charge
you have to
phase.
do it before.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You got to do it in
But
a
you-
separate
and
charge.
you'd,
phase.
Stay
you'd have
there.
to wheel. You'd have to wheel first,
Okay,
so
but
you couldn't actually
you could
charge
stay
them at the
there
moment.
and then.
Like for example, I can't charge these skirmishers here, even though they're in range and all that good stuff, because I didn't say I was going to charge.
Correct.
Yeah, sure,
Correct.
sure. I mean, the
Yeah.
next turn.
Now, to be
Yeah.
clear,
They stop the
because
movement.
of
you
how
know.
far away you are, they're going to leave.
Yeah,
They
Sure.
try to evade. They
Yeah,
try to evade.
they're gonna shoot straight behind these guys, and then you're gonna wind up dealing with that.
Which is fine because they're all in column and unformed. But,
Yeah, but
that's
they're in a BUA too.
No,
but I don't have to
you cannot
charge them.
it. You could not charge inside the. You could not charge
I
inside
mean,
the.
let's
BUA.
discuss the hypothetical later.
Yeah.
It's not happening right now. So no.
Russian.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out when I can do what I need to do.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh.
yeah. Your point, your basic point is correct. You can't come within 3 inches of an enemy during the movement phase.
Right. Okay. All right. Very good. So we're moving now, right?
Yes, you are, sir. Well, actually, you're not. We're talking, but that's okay.
We will be moving.
I'm
Certainly.
saying, yeah,
we'll
I
be
know the
moving
rest of you
very.
guys.
We will be moving very, very soon.
We're moving very soon.
No, hand to God,
Very
there are 25
Ah.
people watching this. This is so
Oh my God.
weird.
Good lord. Anyway,
GDA is a popular game.
I'm learning, man. I'm learning. I said it at work today. I can be taught.
Did I grab a tree? I think I did.
Vale. Okay.
Actually, I never thought about using a square that way. Actually, it's like having a unit of pikemen, isn't it, on your flank?
It's like
It
the
also-
Roman legionnaires form turtle.
it can also represent like a closed column prepared to immediately form square and moving very cautiously, I suppose.
Rationalize it however you like, homie.
I'm just spitballing here.
So what do I like? I'm struck by how open the battlefield is here. You know, I don't know if this is usual for GDA.
I mean,
Because these are wide units. These are almost they're on the far end of the width that's permitted for 25 millimeter, and this is a 25 millimeter table. So it's interesting.
it's a little smaller, I think, than typical because at least when I look at the sample list they have in the book, you're looking about 18 to 24 battalions plus
between
artillery.
both sides. Yeah.
Well, no, one side.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm looking at, where is this? Like a sample format they use at one of the pages here. Let me find it. I was counting it up.
Page 2.
Like the page 10 and 11, they say these are two examples from the 1809 campaign. They're relatively small cores, which translate easily to tabletop commands. And they're both about 18 to 20-ish infantry battalions plus 2 to 4 cavalry units and a couple batteries.
Yeah.
So I think this is a little smaller than that, but even then, I don't think you'd want. Even then, you're not throwing your entire army up front, so you probably have more brigades in the back. It's
Right.
more of a reserve. But
Right. There's much. There is much punishment in this game for not having a reserve line.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you definitely want a reserve.
Got to have some place for your skirmishers to hide. Any further movement, or are we good, Russians?
I'm done.
Good.
Just to know, just try to understand how I could move the artillery here.
Yeah. Well,
The infrared,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but it's through the woods.
It's not. Those are. I regard those as decorative trees.
Those are decorative trees.
So that's horse artillery, so it can move 15.
It is. Here come the guns, kids.
Horse artillery can move and deploy in the same turn as well.
No. I just moved.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm horse artillery, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could deploy, although your units are blocking your line of fire at the moment.
You can shoot over your own guys, remember?
Not this way. You can't. You gotta have.
Yeah, sure. It's way now because I'm lower than them, but I do deploy.
Okay.
So you've got to remember, moving and shooting. There's a penalty for doing that in the same turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't shoot. I just move.
Yeah.
Shoot, move and deploy.
All right. That's all the movement. These skirmishers, I think they still want to have at each other.
Yes, I believe they do.
Yeah.
That's the French. The French get to go first. So 2.
Here 2.
Bang, bang. No.
2 back. Oh, nothing.
I think these guys are now in range.
Is that range?
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
Look at that.
Yeah.
2 and 2.
I think
I'm
we're
for
both
them.
standard.
I think
4.
sorry, is
4 and 3.
3 against 2.
Which is still 4. It's still 2 and 2 though.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course it is. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's 3. There are 4.
It doesn't matter. It's 4.
That's a
3
standard
and,
size.
3 and 4
4
get
standard.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
I'll roll my 2.
Hey, mother. Giorgio's online.
Hello, Giorgio.
Ooh, 2. Oh,
Hello. Jeez.
Oh,
Welcome. Thank you for the chance you give me.
And 1 back.
Okay.
Okay.
I know it's not your fault, huh? It's mine.
no range there. So that's
That's it.
it, I think.
I think so too. All right. Much fun. Let's do another one. Turn 4. This
Let
totally.
me police all my camps up.
Yeah, let's pick up some ADCs, please. Thank you. Forgot to check. Yeah, this is a 14 turner.
Yeah, but in fact, I could not I do have to shoot to the nearest target. I think.
Yeah,
You
which
could
is
not
this guy.
split.
Nearest place order target, so you could actually have shot at the square that time if you wanted to.
Right. We do play when I do play in Spain. Someone tried to cheat, trying to split the shoot of the skirmishers,
Oh,
but you could not.
Yeah,
You
split
have to
fire
shoot
does not seem to be split fire doesn't seem to be a thing in this game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
you can
this one
split
is
fire.
one die.
Yeah.
You have to shoot to the first nearest target in all your
Mhm.
dice, not two in one side to the other. Or at least you have to throw everything and then choose to where the shotgun
hmm
or
Yeah,
the heat gun.
you can split fire with skirmishers, so you can nominate.
Well, it doesn't
two
matter.
guys.
It doesn't have sense.
no. Okay.
The only thing I don't know if these guys here could shoot,
No, they can't.
but I
You
don't
gotta.
think so.
The range is 9 for muskets.
9. Okay, that's why. That's why. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, because they're volley.
Yeah, yeah. And a rifle. They are muskets.
Muskets.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no rifles floating around here.
Yep. Yeah, sure.
So with that having been done, yeah, that takes us back. We'll clean up. Markers off. Any ADCs off. Can't see any offhand. All right, with that in mind, it's 5 and 4. 5 and 4.
I'll let you go this one. You've been doing better than I have.
No pressure then.
No pressure.
Quite good.
Oh, Giorgio got all 4 of them.
3.
Right.
Yep.
3 for the French. French, why don't you put out your let's see. First of all, you got your brigade on. Last one.
Yeah.
What do you want to throw in?
Wait. I thought you wanted. Didn't we got 4 and they got 3, right?
It doesn't, but they got to bring on their reinforcement.
Right, but they're gonna have an issue with their decamps out first.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's
while
what
they're,
you.
While they're spinning them out there, why don't you put out your ADCs?
I was just
Okay,
looking for
so-
consistency, Jim.
Man, I'm sorry.
I get
We're bringing
confused
on a whole
easily.
brigade.
One here.
Brigade.
Yeah. So we've only got the one left to bring on. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we wait them. We wait them.
where do you want to put him, Connor?
I'm thinking about that. We need to
I'm
sort of
thinking
keep a reserve.
maybe central gives us a reserve.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
However, we now have 20 likes.
Hooray!
Uh-oh.
Let's see, let's put them central and we'll see how things develop.
Yeah.
Oh, like
So
right on the hill here, I guess, maybe?
So the bots have found us.
No kidding.
Or don't put them
Or-
over here.
Yeah, put them on the roads. I think that's most likely place will bring them in, isn't it?
See, Matt, what did I tell you about the paparazzi? We got 20 likes, man. You're not going to be able to go to the grocery store.
I know.
You're going to have to wear sunglasses and a hat.
I'm contacting my plastic surgeon as we speak.
Excellent. Well done. That's a good plan.
Oh, I suggest you fly to South Korea. They do it all the time there.
All right. Let's see where they.
So, since they're out there, can we get the Russians to pick up their last 3 taskings?
Okay.
I mean,
So,
we have 3, didn't we?
all right. What I want to do is one brigade here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's probably best to spend ours on skirmisher taskings.
Yeah, probably good call.
It'll give us an extra casualty dice.
Yeah, let me check.
I don't think it's going to be much volley fire for a minute or two.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are our ADC here?
You got a
Okay.
bunch of them back.
We got 4. Is it? One brigade.
Yep.
Brigade here.
Mm-hmm.
Skirmishers to the Jäger.
Ah, so they're going to skirmish.
Yep.
Okay.
And last one.
Last one. You out of them?
That sounds like one of those cases where the guy rides up and says, "We want you to skirmish," and the guy looks at him and says, "Now you tell us
Right.
what the hell what we've been doing for the last hour."
And where you want your last one, Giorgio? I got it right here for you.
Okay. The cavalry here,
On a brigade task.
please. Yep.
Okay. French,
Yep.
you got
Yeah.
3, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do a skirmisher tasking here.
Where's that? Show me, please. Just want to show the folks. They're going to do a skirmisher tasking. Got it?
Another skirmisher tasking over here.
And where's that?
And then
Okay.
Thank you.
I think I want to do a brigade tasking for the cavalry, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I think I'm okay here because I can sort of hold the bridge there for a minute.
Maybe we do got to start moving forward eventually, but I
Well,
want to get this flank sorted out.
well, since we're over here, I suppose that puts the obligation on our. How about our guy Lavoisier? Let's see if he can get off the dime.
He does.
He can. How about Chassereau?
He's good.
Mm-hmm. And that's all Chassereau. Yeah.
Yeah, he
So-
gets his skirmisher tasking going.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. That's why I didn't do anything further. How about over here, Cheminot,
No, he's new. Let's see how he does.
the new guy?
Oh, he's not doing great.
He has arrived and
Yeah,
he
but-
got here and went, hey, wait a minute, not fun, don't want to.
I guess.
Hang on, I gotta slap him, I'm afraid.
The
Wow.
FNG is going to have trouble. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's who he is. How about up here where we ask Varan?
He's good.
Mm-hmm.
And his skirmisher tasking goes off.
Yeah.
And
And then over here, Breyer.
ooh, no.
Oh, also hesitant.
Ahora.
They still had cavalry waiting over there. Like,
Ora, indeed. So then,
That's okay.
now, this is one of the first times I wanted to ask about. Actually, we'll do initiative first. It'll come up. No, it actually comes up now. So, with respect to being unformed,
hmm
that comes off during the command phase, does it not?
No.
When does it come off?
Once you stood still for an entire movement phase.
All right, so during that movement phase, these guys got to park, and then we lift their unformed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That's.
And they shoot as unformed. And
Yes.
like they are formed. Yep.
Oh, so even if they
Well-
were to, even once their unformed is lifted in the movement phase.
Only if they were charged
Yep.
in the charge phase would that be a problem, because obviously the movement phase comes before the fire phase.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my thought. Okay, I got it. With that in mind, we suddenly have 1, 2 minuses for our friends, the French. So initiative, please, with a -2 for
Well,
French.
yeah, well,
Hello, yeah. We have to roll.
they have to activate theirs.
Game.
So.
Oh, they didn't.
We
I'm-
need a roll.
That's
That's why we don't have
That's
any.
why you don't have any. Yeah, you're great. Jeez Louise, guy. Let's go.
There's a distinct lack of red on the table there.
Let's go.
Okay, start with the cavalry over there.
Yeah.
The reroll.
And it doesn't need it.
That did not need it. Okay.
Let's shoot over here. And how about these Cossacks?
That's a thinking bug.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
the
okay.
Cossacks
The
have waken
Cossacks
up.
are actually doing something.
They may be
Vadkovsky.
hung over.
The artillery. Capitana. Okay.
They're good.
The infantry with a reroll.
They're good.
Are
Well,
good.
the artillery is hesitant, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry. The artillery one hesitant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was momentarily distracted.
Delays.
Failed. So
We're doing killers, yeah.
Kasputin.
All right.
Kapustin.
Something or another.
That's easy.
Yeah, oh wait, that's a skirmisher tasking, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a,
It
that's a
is.
skirmisher tasking, not a brigade.
Yeah.
So that's not going to come off, as we say. And now we have Noring. Ooh,
Oh.
He needed his aide de camp. He had an aide de camp.
I saw a roller from a 6 to a 2.
There it goes. He's fine.
Yeah,
So
I hate when that
it's-
happens.
It's a straight roll then. 2 hesitants each side.
When did Noring move his cavalry around to face me?
Last
Your
turn.
turn,
last
Achilles.
Completely
Hmm?
missed that.
Oh, it's 2 die, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
8.
8 to 8.
French keep
Can we
it.
keep it?
Well,
French keep it. Any
Oh,
charges
the one you
French.
lost.
I think
I
you're
have
getting the hang of this dice rolling thing, Chrono.
I guess so. I have no charges to declare unless
Russians, you got any?
I think so.
Ooh.
We are
Time to learn
playing,
about charges,
second
kids.
game.
Show us the magic, Giorgio.
I
Show
think-
us.
I think I will try to charge it here.
All right. So let's since this is this I am told
space.
is the most complicated part, and it's the one part they are fixing.
Yeah.
The charger moves to 3 inches,
Over here.
3 inches out.
Not yet, he doesn't, unless
Okay.
he declares his
Let's see.
support.
I think we charge with these guys. Here.
Okay. So here he comes.
Is that a supported charge, though, Giorgio?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to hit this square.
If I do
You've got to
that-
charge in a straight line.
Yeah, it's straight, Giorgio. You can't do that.
Okay.
You're
So
going
I
to need
won't
to do it
charge.
with this guy.
And
Do
you
it.
have-
Do it with this guy.
I know
Yeah.
it's straight line is against the tree.
you can wheel. The problem is that you
Wheel.
then have to you have to
Okay,
deduct
okay,
the.
I won't charge. Okay, no charge. Don't.
Okay, so you get a movement bonus when you charge, and the cavalry charge bonus is free. It doesn't cost. So your cavalry charge bonus
But
is
you
6
could-
inches,
You could wheel.
So you could wheel.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
charge.
One click with these guys, and you can hit these guys.
Yep.
Or you could hit them with these guys. Either way.
Essentially, your total movement when you're charging with cavalry will be 21, if you haven't got a forwards order on them. But you have to charge in a straight line, so you've got to wheel first, then charge, and you charge up to the 3-inch
Right.
point, and then we get the opportunity to react to that charge in some way.
For sure. This guy could shoot me, but right there. Oh,
You will get closing fire from the square. The square can, or any unit that can shoot that's within range can offer fire support.
yeah.
But there's a nice
Hey.
big column there waiting for you to hit it. Oh, those are dragoons. Never mind. Jeez.
He's like, wait a minute, no.
Yeah.
Screw with those guys.
No, actually, the sense is that I'll just wait, just make them lose in time, do something in more interesting than charging. That's why.
All right.
We will
okay.
not, in fact, learn about charging. We will instead watch more moving French.
Phew.
Okay.
I was getting nervous then.
I'll do Le Bossier here, and we're gonna do some formation changing.
I could charge the all
The
right.
skirmishers? Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
could've-
yeah. I charge the skirmish. Sure.
Well, we're in the movement phase, Georgia.
I'm not sure it would have been worth it anyway, Giorgio, because then you would have got
Okay.
shot by these guys,
And they're
and
gonna
then
run
these
off.
guys would have buggered away.
Mm.
So you wouldn't have got anything out of it.
Right. And I could go.
These guys
again.
could have had an
Okay,
opportunity
all right.
shot at you as you went past as well. Probably.
All right,
these guys.
I will wait for your dragons. I will wait for your dragons.
All right. Let's see what's going on here. So these guys have moved now. These guys have skirmisher tasking. So I'm gonna keep. My skirmishers can move in fire, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's no penalty for skirmishers moving and firing. The skirmishers can interpenetrate any unit as well, including other skirmishers.
Yep.
They have superpowers.
They are super powered.
They are skirmishy. They are skirmishy.
I have the power of skirmish.
Here, let's do.
Just remember that for the skirmish screen to be effective against volley fire, it has to be more than 3
Yeah,
inches
well,
away
no
from
one,
the unit.
all their volley fires all the way back here, so I'm not that worried
Yeah, I
about
don't
it
think it's
yet.
a problem. But their skirmish Oh no, they can't actually shoot through those skirmish screens. So that's fine.
Skirmishers can't shoot through skirmish screens. So. Trying to get mass target here. So. And then he's moving up, and we'll do that. They're done.
Hey, Giorgio, that Testudo keeps crawling closer.
These guys are trying to occupy that BUA. And,
Yeah, as long as they stay still at the end of the movement phase, you can take that unformed bit off.
Let's see. Should we start checking on the line, or should we? I don't think so.
I probably usually some sort of echelon is good when you're in column, really. But I think they're still in march column at the moment. Is it worth breaking that into attack column?
I think so. So I'm gonna break this guy out. This guy, I'm not sure has a space yet, but so he's gonna have to move forward. But this guy can. I'll just swap the flags around so the flag's in the right place.
Very important.
Has would like a short rule synopsis.
You missed it. You did one already.
Having joined us now from his D&D game, we got 25 viewers. My goodness.
Okay, he has to move forward to make sure we get the. And they're staying where they are.
Here you go, Has. Skirmishers can do almost anything. Nobody else can. Artillery can shoot the entire distance of the field, and cavalry has to predict through telepathy when to charge. Got it? There's the rules.
All right, that's our movement because everyone else is hesitant.
No, actually, I wanted to break these guys out into.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
into attack column where possible, but because I'm outside of 9 inches from any enemy unit, so I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to unlimber these guns too?
Yes. Yes, I can do that as well. Of course I can. Yeah. But have I got the space now?
He was a little up. So you can also form back, I guess. But...
That's the one you really want to break out, is the one stuck in the front and can't move.
All
I
right.
think that's all I can do for a minute.
There it is.
That's our movement done. So over to the Russians.
Did you actually, Connor, did you want to see if you could break some of these guys out into attack column? There's no real movement penalty.
I can do the guys on the flanks at least, yeah. But they might as well start moving because that's not going to...
Yeah, well, they're hesitant.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I didn't do
Chrono.
the flags. I didn't do the flags, Jim. Sorry.
The Chrono did, and so therefore he will get a +1 on all rolls.
We're all barbarians after all. Okay. So yeah, I guess the Russians can do their movement.
Russians, please. Moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, these line will retire voluntary.
Yes.
I think is 12.
I believe that's right. For skirmishers, anyway.
No, they didn't like that. They decided to leave.
Come back.
We wanted to keep shooting you.
Don't think so.
Which one of our units had skirmisher tasking?
This one and this one.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Cossack finalmente. At least we have the Cossacks.
No one ever said that.
You just did.
No one ever said that, Georgia. At least we have the Cossacks.
Oh, stay there for the game.
Filthy babushka ninjas. With 2-inch knee mortars.
Okay.
Yes, but those are only effective if they're in the woods.
True. There they are, right there. There's your Cossacks, right there. Cossacks, ladies and gentlemen. Cossacks.
Irregular cavalry can't charge close order infantry head on, by the way, or heavy cavalry. Just
Yeah,
so you're
because
aware.
I know, but at least
Red Ouroboros, welcome to the party.
I'm sorry, Matt. What was that you said?
So irregular cavalry like Cossacks can't charge close order infantry head on.
Makes
Yes,
sense.
they have to sneak up
around the
behind
side and
They have to sneak up behind them.
ninja them.
Yes,
With knee mortars. Keep saying it.
because they're ninjas.
That's right. We saw the movie.
Ninjas. That's right. Ninjas don't attack you from the front. Come on, man.
It gets quite interesting in the charge phase, actually, because if your reaction is turned to face them, what happens to the charge? There's nothing in the rules about that.
Mm.
That's odd.
That seems like that should be something that they wrote about, but that's just me. I'm spitballing.
Seems like that would be something that would come up occasionally.
From time to time.
Whoa. What do you think you guys are doing?
What are you doing there?
What are you doing there, buddy?
The sneakiest dragoons in the West.
We put socks on our horses' hooves so you can't hear us.
Got socks. That's
Stealth
awesome.
dragoons.
Worst kind.
Okay.
Anything else from our Russian
Okay.
friends, movement-wise?
I don't know if Achilles
I'm
has
done.
to do something.
He's done.
Okay.
I did.
No, it's okay.
He's done. All right, there it is.
I did do something.
All right, skirmishing. Skirmishing, there is some. I know there is.
We are skirmish tasked, so we're going to roll 3 dice.
Oh!
Am I?
This
Oh,
is.
Go ahead. I was going to ask, because my guys are hesitant, are they allowed to skirmish?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The thing they can do is shoot.
Yeah, you can shoot.
Okay, so my
You have
question, that's a
It's
kid,
head.
wherever it goes, but what is that skirmisher priority rule? It's here, isn't it? For
You guys are out of range.
Yeah,
You guys are out of range.
Oh, they're out of
anyway.
range anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
they're. I think it's any unit
Okay.
basically for a skirmisher. There is no priority.
Okay. I thought I saw
From what
that.
I
The
read
fact
just
you
now.
could not. The fact is that you could not say, "Should we this one here," and throwing one die only here. You know.
Yeah. No, that part I get. It's just targeting. I just wanted to know if there were any targeting priorities.
I think so. I
There's
think so.
skirmisher
Let
priority
me-
target. Any enemy infantry
Infantry
or
unit
artillery
in their
unit
arc of fire.
will
Yep. And nope, but it says if firing at 2 or more enemy units, distribute
Yep.
casualties as evenly as possible, starting with the closest.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Not that this
Yeah,
has
so
come up.
there you can
Skirmishers
fire.
in the open may not target cavalry.
No.
This represents the fact that as soon as enemy cavalry approached, any skirmishers deployed in the open would either retire or form rallying squares or klumpen. Here's a word for
Klumpen.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Austrians and Prussians use that term.
Okay, I'm writing that one down. I need to keep that one.
You're gonna form. Tell
I'm
your
going to
wife
use that.
we're gonna form klumpen.
We're performing Klupen.
Okay, so
And now you get
nothing
shot-
to
you
be
get
over here.
they get-
and they
they-
shoot back at me.
They get to shoot back at you.
They were skirmisher tasked despite being hesitant, so they also get 3 dice.
Yes, 3 dice for
Is
you,
that correct?
Achilles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very nice. All right. Still
Did it
didn't hit it.
And
Oh, we did hit something.
5 hits.
Yay!
all right. Any other skirmish fire, or is that it?
That's it for us.
Yeah.
All right. And is there any musketry now?
No one. Well, no, they're at range here, so I think we're over to artillery.
Artillery, very fun. We ready? We're gonna do some.
These guys have unlimbered
Yeah.
this turn,
Ah, yeah. Okay.
and
This
they've
turn.
moved as well. No, they haven't moved. They've unlimbered, so it's -2. So,
Right, so here's the way this works. I know you know. I know you know. Let's talk about artillery fire. It is 2d6 with modifiers. This is a 6-pound gun. What range is that, and who are you shooting at? You're shooting at somebody
that's long range now. Oof.
It's center to nearest. 24.2, which is said that is just over effective, so it's long range.
Yeah.
Assault. You have no assault fire. This is not a large battery. It's not elite. You have no casualties. You did move, as you say, and you also unlimbered. Do you have to eat both, or?
Yeah, it's -2 for each.
You couldn't move and limber if you are
No.
not.
I think we just unlimbered this
Just
time. I think we
unlimbered.
moved that one,
So
didn't
it's
we?
a -2. Okay, good.
-2.
And then, I see no
Do
other
you want to try?
modifiers.
Do you want to risk that long range? Because 0 to 3, we start losing casualties. We start
Yeah,
taking 50 casualties.
That's what I'm saying.
So it would be better to wait then.
should take a pass.
Depends who's going to roll it, Chrono.
Yeah.
All right, so
Let's pass on that for
so
now.
just so everybody understands, there is a result on the artillery table that can suggest fatigue casualties, i.e., the idea is the guys are tired. They're tired of shooting. In this instance, it's just probably not worth the risk, is the judgment of the French commanders. Any other artillery fire? We done?
Well, since our army's standing in front of our guns, I don't think they're going to shoot.
Yeah,
so.
that's not
I mean, if you want them to shoot, I'm not going to object.
Go for it.
All right. All right.
That would be
That's
kind of
not
very.
doable.
That would be pretty Russian too.
I am
We're gonna
feeling.
we're gonna shoot holes through our lines.
I am feeling most fortunate. I think we have one more turn in us. We have one more. We have one more. We will do one more turn. Let's get our markers off the table. ADCs off the table.
You are not authorized to stand in front of artillery.
We are compelled to shoot you. Hello, stupid good-lookings. All right, 5 and 4. Let's see who's rolling it.
Okay.
Shall I go?
One down.
Big 3.
Oh,
No,
Three
it's
for
okay.
us.
3. All right,
Three.
let's see some French taskings. I feel like French taskings. 3 of them, please.
What do you think, Crying?
I'd like to get these guys moving again.
I think
Brigade tasking there.
Unless there's something else. Let me double check the commands.
I'm just wondering if whether it's worth going for the glory on that one.
McGuire, do not go see the terrible movie. Don't go.
It might be. We do have
And they're not
battle
damaged. I think we're just going to end up bouncing. Actually, it's probably just worth just making sure we're not hesitant. Actually,
Yeah. And
So brigade
then
I'm sorry, a brigade tasking where on the second one?
on the horses.
Okay, the horses got 1. Who is the second?
We haven't put it out yet.
Oh,
Do you want to
okay.
make sure? Do you want to try to get these guys moving?
how many have we got left?
2.
I wonder if it's worth risking artillery assault here. We wouldn't get the brigade re-roll, but if we get it, it's 2 casualty dice, and there's no modifiers on casualty dice, so it's just a straight hit on a 4+. I don't know if it's that much of a priority at the moment, though.
I mean, they are kind of stopping us, but it
It'd
might
be
be.
difficult to get across the bridge unless we can get rid of that cavalry, isn't it? So.
Yeah. So maybe. But I also kind of want to get these guys moving again.
Yeah, maybe
guys,
no point if we just drive up the middle anyway.
Yeah, because you guys are moving. These guys are going to have to do something about that. So
Yeah. Up to you.
I'll do a
Probably
brigade
better
task.
to just
I'll do a brigade
have
task.
the initiative, shall we?
Yeah,
Brigading
brigade
up
task.
brigading up Varan, and what else?
Should I try and skirmish? Do you think we should try and skirmish here?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Fine,
Also do a
It's kind of like it if
skirmisher.
you put that right up there, so it's clear.
Okay.
What's going on there. All right, Russians taskings.
I'd like to task Pierre to go down to the Champs-Élysées, pick me up a jambon sandwich and an orangina, please.
In Orangina. Good Lord, man. It's the last time you had an Orangina.
Oh God. Paris.
There you go.
It's
There
the
you
last-
go. Yeah, I
last
believe
time.
that.
Mm-hmm.
You got 3 Taskins. What are you doing with them?
Okay, so one for the Jäger here.
The Jaegers.
You
what do they
listen
got?
me?
Yep. Oh, yeah, I got you, man.
Okay,
So 1 skirmish over there?
one to the Cossacks, to the vodka drinkers.
Oh. Babushka ninjas. They get a tasking. And 1 more.
And one here. And the last one.
I only had 3.
Yeah, there's 3. There's
There's one over
there's
here.
these guys, the Babushka
Yeah.
ninjas, and 1 more.
Yeah, but there's 2 of them right
Yeah,
here.
Oh, that's just me putting too many guys there.
to the
Just to be clear,
Crap
Giorgio,
infantry here.
this here, that's just a skirmisher one, right? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
want
yeah,
to do the same
skirmisher.
thing you did with Chrono, just put it up
yeah,
here. by
that's a
the
good point. That's a very good point. All right, 1 more.
here.
All right, that'll be for our guy Shakovsky.
Yep.
He's got it.
Out brigade.
All right. Well, I'm going to come over to the French. Going to put them on the spot, and we'll say, how about Lavoisier?
Uh-oh.
He has a tasking.
He gets it.
Yeah.
Never in doubt.
Never in
yeah.
doubt. No question.
Chassereau.
Chassereau.
He's good.
Mm-hmm. It's all Chassereau all the time. Come over here. And I see Varan.
He's good.
Yes, he is. He didn't need that. He didn't need that aide de camp one little teeny bit. How about Cheminot?
Also good.
He's fine. I'm going to shoot over here and ask about Breyer. Breyer.
There he
Oh,
is.
good. Very strong.
French are feeling good.
Strong performance by the French. How about the Russians? Can they perform strong as well? Noring.
Okay.
What?
Your voice just gonna.
What?
Okay.
We're Russian strong.
Kapustin.
Woohoo!
Also good. You're rocking it.
Okay, now it's all on you, Georgia.
Now it's Giorgio. No, pressure on Giorgio. This is Tchaikovsky.
Infantry.
Tasking. Oh, dear.
Oh dear.
Those guys.
Kolyonats.
That's a bad word. I know it is. Valkovsky. Valkovsky and the horse guns.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, there he goes. He's fine. And now how about the Cossacks?
Oh,
They're good.
oh,
And way over
Were
here,
we-
on the last.
lurking on the flank, Lenskoy. Oh, dear. And they had no
Bravo,
tasking.
Kolyo.
Were we
Alright.
supposed to attach these horse artillery to a brigade, or
No, they are their own brigade.
So
No,
you,
actually, in the booklet, it says that we could attach to a
Well,
cavalry
it's
brigade.
interesting. It says
but
the
it's
French
okay.
can do that. It doesn't say the Russians can.
I
I
thought I
think the
remembered
Russians-
you saying it when you were giving the scenario briefing, but you may have been talking about the French. so.
Yeah,
Maybe it could be.
I was surprised by that, to be honest. I didn't understand that.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's only the French. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was the Russians that could do it, but the French couldn't.
Let me see. Let me.
But
Heaven
But
knows.
we know one of them can.
Yeah,
We
heaven
know,
knows.
we know somebody can.
French forces.
And it was a choice. I think it was a choice, right? You could make.
Oh no, you're absolutely
Yeah.
right. It's actually the Russians that can do it. I
It's
was
the
wrong.
Russians, yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
The Allied must then attach it to a. Actually, yeah, they must attach it to a cavalry brigade, or it acts as an independent battery.
Yeah.
yeah, so you should be rolling for it if it's detached. You should be rolling for it. as
Yeah,
far
yeah.
as
Which they've
might
been.
roll.
Which they've been.
Yeah.
So. And,
Yes, we've been rolling for it and mostly failing.
So that is a pair of hesitants and nothing else. So -2 to the Russians on initiative, 2d6.
Okay.
7 to 5. French have it again. Charges French.
Do you think it's worth trying for this over here?
Sorry, say again.
Think it's worth going for?
It'd be fun just to see it happen.
Hesitant,
Let's do it. We're going to declare a
hesitant,
charge.
which is a plus for us.
Yeah,
I
so
think.
we're going to declare a charge.
All
All right. And what's it going to be? One.
Yeah.
You're going to have plenty of
technically
moves.
-1 for them. So what you do if you wanted to charge, you declare who you're charging with, so who's the lead unit, any supports, because you don't need an assault order for cavalry.
We'd like to bring these guys along, but I don't think they're going to clear that square.
No chance.
So,
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. And you've got 21 total movement, some of which obviously can be a wheel.
So that's 2. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, you'll get there easily.
You stop.
Together, you get to the sort of.
oh yeah, 3 inches.
Stop,
We're gonna
you stop
short.
short. All right. So yeah, Matt, you want to walk us
And
through
then,
this? Go ahead.
Giorgio, you get to declare your reaction.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Georgia? What are you gonna do?
But because he's
well,
hesitant, if he weren't hesitant, could he countercharge?
I think cavalry.
Charges are always determined by the result.
I could not.
No,
Wait,
it's
wait.
all those outcomes like that, Achilles, come
Yeah.
off of the result. There's this is not the melee. This is not yet the melee.
So as
And-
cavalry,
and
since
I-
he can't shoot, the only thing he could do is
Not shoot. The only
try to
thing he
run
can
away.
do really is wheel.
Yeah, he can wheel to face if
And-
he wants to.
oh, okay.
He can't run away.
Another thing that I do think is that I'm giving support to the charge, so I could not countercharge.
So you declare if you're defending and who you're
Yeah, the only
defending
thing
are.
the Ustars could not charge.
Right,
as
they're not.
support.
They're not there.
They're not.
Yeah, no.
So we could be 2 against 1 here, Connor.
I'm confident. I'm confident. I have confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence in
I'm
that.
too. I'm telling you, we will win.
All right.
I'm
So
joking.
given that this
let
is
me
the
see.
given that this is the case, this is cavalry versus cavalry.
In actual fact, sorry, I forgot something.
Go on.
Georgia doesn't have the choice to declare his supports. They are compulsory.
Okay.
So he has
Yeah.
to support with units that are within support range, which is the usual 3 inches thing.
So both of you, that's actually that's what I wanted. All right. You're then going to roll, you're each going to roll 2d6. Okay? Do we have veterans on either side?
No,
We
but
do
we are
not.
battle.
Your
We are
battle
battle.
airline
That must be
campaign,
covered.
which
Yeah,
means
-1 for me. -1 for me.
yeah, that's a -1?
Campaign
me.
cavalry
Yep.
versus battle cavalry is -1.
There it is.
and-
That's where I want. Yeah, so that's a -1
Okay,
for.
versus battle is -1, and they're also -1 for being hesitant.
I'm looking through all the modifiers. You're not unformed. Obviously, you're not an infantry and square. Cavalry, narrower frontage. That's not the case.
No.
Casualties suffered in the charge, none. Unit casualties, none. Brigade is the brigade is hesitant, so that's another minus.
Yeah.
So that's 2 for Giorgio. Then supports. Now there is a support here, correct?
No, cavalry has to be to the rear.
Yep.
Cavalry cannot
No, it
support
must
on
be to the
flank.
rear. Yeah, cavalry to. Is it cavalry to rear?
Yes,
No,
cavalry
flank
can only
support.
support to the rear as far as
I
I'm
know.
aware.
No, flank supports, I think.
Yeah, I think
No, it's
it's a different
You can have up
modifier
to
if it
3
is to the
supporting
rear.
units,
They
2
get the
flanks and 1 rear.
yeah, they get the
The only
flank.
difference is that
Let me
Cavalry
find out. I was
over the
reading
area.
this earlier.
It's a range thing. It's 3 inches if they're to the flank, 6 to the rear.
Yeah. that's it.
So
yeah, but it's
so,
support. That's
so
for
he
sure.
is going to get a
Oh, yeah.
support.
Oh,
So
we get
it's a
okay.
minus. And then what that does, because that
It allows
is,
you a reroll.
it gives that gives our guy Giorgio a reroll on his -2. So I'm going to pull up the chart. Okay, so let's walk this through, please. Chrono 2d6 and Giorgio 2d6 minus 2.
Okay.
Chrono has rolled a 9 and Giorgio has rolled a 7. So right now it's 9 to 7.
Come on, 7.
Now Giorgio has a
7.
reroll, but the problem is he certainly doesn't want to reroll a 6. Do you want to reroll a 3?
I rolled a 9.
But you're minus 2.
You're minus 2 for the
Okay,
modifiers, Giorgio.
I rolled a 9.
But you're
As
Minus
a-
2
right, you're
makes it a
minus 2,
7.
Giorgio, which is a
Okay, yeah,
7.
sure.
Yeah. So the question
Now-
is, do you want to reroll that 3?
Oh, that's for sure.
Yes, yes.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
The answer would be yes.
All right, here it comes. Oh, brilliant.
Oh,
Hey.
man.
And it becomes a 10 to a 9. So, cavalry versus cavalry plus 1 melee. And this is it. Defender counter charges to melee.
Yeah.
So this guy comes
Hey.
forward and
Yep.
You take half the distance, basically, and move them up.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it was a reroll, it doesn't count as that rolling double sixes thing.
No, no.
No,
Okay.
6.
that's only on a natural double 6.
Okay.
And so this guy comes up, and this guy comes up.
And the
Don't
supporting units can join. They would move up. They maintain their position and move up as well. And if they
Yep.
can make
Yeah,
base-to-base
they do.
contact, they can
These
take part in
position.
the first round of melee. If they can't, they can take part in the second round of melee.
That's right.
Well, he's going to miss.
That's okay, but he needs to move up.
Yeah.
'cause
No,
he
the
would-
fact is
so he would
Later
sort
on.
of move up here next to him,
Yeah.
maintaining
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
position.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know whether this bit here will count as base-to-base contact. That's the only thing. So,
It won't. Because if they got to go straight, he's not there.
okay, yeah,
No, the
okay,
fact
fine.
is-
So he's just going to be sort of here somewhere then next to him.
Yep.
So he won't be able to take part in the first round of melee. If the first round of melee is drawn, then you immediately fight a second round of melee, and he will be able to join in.
Very good.
But in between, both sides get the opportunity to retire as well, so you don't have to fight it.
So he comes up. So
That's it. Yeah.
he comes up. So
yeah. The fact is, all right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It could be there
yeah.
as a support. Doesn't matter.
Yep. Okay.
And then if
They're going to sit there, and now Achilles, to your earlier question, this is all going to fight at the very end of the turn.
Okay.
yep.
and now you guys can declare charges if you have charges.
Yep.
Nope. Nobody's moved into that zone of fun.
Punishment. You know?
So,
All right. So no
Okay.
charges. So French movement.
no, I would try to charge there. My contacts, if not.
Okay, so you don't move
Yeah,
anything
for
for a minute.
They're going to hit these guys.
How does this work? I have not done this.
Okay.
Well, if they go straight, won't they hit those guys first?
No, actually not. That's what I was looking
No,
at.
only
These
this one,
guys-
but
the
he's
corner.
actually-
Ah,
there's
They're,
one.
gonna, they're going to hit this first.
Move D. There are 3 different regiments.
Yeah.
It's come and move,
or-
Jim, because the
These
skirmishers have to evade.
Yeah, the skirmishers will evade back
Yeah,
behind
sure.
the screen.
Come on.
Yeah, but they have to.
Hmm.
And he
Yeah,
can't.
So I try
he-
to charge.
he can't
I try to
charge.
only with.
Oh, can he charge these guys?
Yeah. He,
Okay.
He can. He
They
can
don't
put-
count as formed,
21.
right?
He can shove the screen back. That's all he'll do.
Okay. These are what I'm asking. I guess these are skirmishers as well. Then they don't count as formed infantry.
Correct.
Okay.
No, I could
Because
not
the
charge those
Cossacks
guys.
can't.
So I will try. I will try to charge only with this one.
Hmm.
straight ahead.
Well, you got to go straight ahead, but
Okay, so no, actually,
So I
before you
think-
move,
Mhm.
Yep.
I think we test to see if we evade first.
No, they moved up to the
No,
3
no, no.
position. They moved up to the 3-inch
You
position. Then
could
we
shoot
test.
at me, huh?
No, we do
You
not.
could also
We don't-
shoot at me.
my skirmishers don't shoot.
Okay.
Not a cavalry, no.
no, Jordan,
not allowed?
you
So
can't.
stop.
You can't angle that way.
Stop.
Okay,
Stop at 3. Yeah,
No.
stop at 3.
I'm coming. Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
you
don't
stop
know
at
where
3,
it's
and then we tend
Yeah.
to
Okay, okay.
So
now I
we
see
take the discipline test now, I think,
Yep, that's my understanding.
which is just the
Yeah.
2d6.
What am
we
I looking
take the
for?
average of our brigades
They're all
grade, if you know what I mean.
they're all
So,
line.
I think
They're
it's
all
all line.
Yeah.
So it's just 2d6.
What were you looking for?
Well, generally it's a 7. I don't think there's any
want
modifier.
7 or
Yeah,
better.
if you do a 3, it's good for me. You know. That's okay.
I've had every faith in my colleague.
I get it on the screws,
Well, yeah, absolutely.
7 is okay.
and so we retire. So we evade full move up to a full move.
We evade, which is essentially like a
I think-
retire move.
We just
12,
go back.
12 inches.
And your retire move for skirmishers is
12.
And then we do the same thing for over here for these
Yes,
guys,
it is.
right?
12.
So these guys coming in too, or are they just these guys?
Was it just them? Or are these moving as well? Are these charging as well?
Why?
We're asking to drive off
Yeah,
this skirmish screen.
I just choose to charge with one of my regiments, not with all.
Okay,
Oh, that-
Okay,
that's fine.
Then that's it then.
All right. Any other charges?
I don't know if I have to move a little more or not, but
You don't have to.
No.
They're all small units, so they can just charge individually.
Right.
I could not finish the charge movement.
Let me see. The chargers either
Okay.
take the ground, charge the contact with the evading unit can be caught, or continue the charge against other units within reach.
Yeah, so you can finish your move, which is
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can finish your
They'll
movement,
end
yeah,
up
so,
with-
which I would recommend. Otherwise, you're going to get shot by the skirmishers.
No, we
Yeah.
can't shoot cavalry in the open, remember?
Can't shoot cavalry in the
Yeah.
open, right?
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, good point.
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Okay, so now we can move.
Now they're going to be moving.
And that's
Yeah, this
Over.
charge phase
for my
is broken.
charge.
The charge phase
Very
is
good.
absolutely broken, and I'm glad to hear they're fixing it.
Yes, keep back in there.
That is dumb.
It is kind of long with it.
That is legitimately dumb. Okay.
These guys are gonna pull back behind their screen.
Yeah.
Right. The skirmish that move, the evade could not move.
Oh, is that true? I don't know.
Yeah, they could not move.
I thought evade was an extra movement.
No, they could not move. I thought. Allora.
Don't follow.
Yeah, for sure. I read it. I read it also today. The rules, because it happens to me once in Spain. The Spanish, the image, the
Yeah, after evading skirmishers after evading this is poorly punctuated. After evading, comma, skirmishers cannot take their normal movement as they have moved in the charge phase.
neither shoot or
Oh, yeah.
something like that.
Okay, so we'll just do that for them, and these guys are
Yeah,
going
leave
to.
that there.
These guys can move by the flank, right? For
Yep. Mm-hmm.
how much can they move by the flank for? I know that's different.
It's a
Oh,
size.
I do think that in the question and answer, they said they could move all their moves. Okay, no.
There we go.
Talking
Three
about the
inches, there we
skirmish.
go.
No, all right.
Okay,
Oh,
so that's that
right.
movement over there. Then we'll go over here, I guess. And we'll just keep pushing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. We've got to break this unit out as well, haven't we?
Yeah. So we'll do that.
So if we break him out, leave him at the rear, and move the other two up, I think. We go 9 in attack column.
Right, but I don't want to overrun my own skirmish
We
screen.
don't want to, yeah. Do you want me to hang on? I'll just move him out of the way a minute.
Yeah.
They passed through the woods there.
Oh, did they?
Passed through the woods here.
Yeah, that's a real wood.
Ah,
Right.
okay. Let me push this guy up like that, then, and he'll unfortunately stop there. But
Yeah, that's okay.
he's not unsupported. He's not totally unsupported. And plus, there's really no one coming to get him yet. So
It's all right. He's just in.
Yeah.
I've got 2.6 on that.
okay. And these got the other skirmish thing. These guys are hanging out in here and garrisoning that.
Yeah.
And over
So
here, we
it's
got,
really over here. What do you want me to do over here, really?
I mean, you might as well hold and maybe try some long range battery play. While we try and push through here to force these guys out.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Or we could push these guys up, try and push them out until they open.
Yeah, we need to move them up, I think.
Okay, so away we go. What did it meet?
Individual units are battalions forming brigades, Red.
Not really going to matter too much if they're in mass column at the moment.
Yeah, we gotta push up this way anyway.
Oops. Bit far there.
We can move 12 though, right?
No, it's 9 for column.
Oh, whoops, the daisy. Let me get that back then. Okay. So that's our movement.
Russians.
Hesitant. Ready.
Our phase is very finicky.
Let's to you.
Must be 4 in the morning. All my lights have gone out.
There are
Oh, dear.
artillery.
Can't find my phone to turn them back on again.
Because if you move your line to them, okay, they have to stay three inches away from you.
They do, yeah. So they get effectively a free move backwards if you get within 3 inches of them with a close order unit.
Why would
push
not?
away
Is there a reason why I don't want to just shoot them?
No, the
You
fact
shoot
that
two.
you push away, you push the skirmish line away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You open the field for your skirmishers to shoot to these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
For example,
it's a
yes,
choice.
you have to choose.
You can shoot the skirmish screen, or as Georgia was saying, you can drive it off and shoot the guys behind him.
I see. Okay. Right.
As you
Fair
see
enough.
fit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was a mistake. All right, get back over there. All right.
If you will, I don't know if you
It'll cost him 2
get
inches.
three. Yeah.
How far do you want to?
If you will.
Well, I'm at 5.7 right there.
Yeah.
What's 3
It's
inches from that line that's just moved up? Somebody mind just moved
Hello.
enough.
I've got space.
Uh-oh.
So about here.
You
Yeah.
can't.
You could
Oh,
not.
straight.
You could not. No. You could not.
Why are you moving my skirmish line?
Oh, that's your skirmish line. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes, so I am paying attention, honest.
It's late.
No, the
Yeah,
fact is
it's
that
4 in the
if you-
morning here.
no, it was
Whereabouts
here.
are they
It
going?
was here. It
You
was
want
here.
to
It was
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
In fact, like that, you not push their skirmish line, but it's a legal move. You could shoot them
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
if you choose to do that. It's okay.
Are you trying to tell me what that?
No. I don't know. I don't try to tell you nothing. If you choose to move like that, it's okay.
Uh-huh.
It's
You
just a
wish
choice.
Or-
to
It's a
against
choice.
his skirmisher.
Okay. But I could continue to move forward.
Mm-hmm. You sure
Okay.
can.
If you have movement left.
I
You
don't
move
have a lot of
2
movement left.
inches, and then
But you already moved like 3 and 7, like 4 inches, right?
Yeah, so he's got 2 left.
yeah, that's why.
And
Yeah,
if he goes
should
2,
be able to.
and they bugger off.
I'm going to stop and then I can measure back.
There we
They're
go.
going to go away now, Achilles. I hope you feel good.
I do. I would have felt better if we had murdered them where they were standing.
Are we are not effective screen there anymore, is it? No, that's
Nope.
fine.
Mm-mm.
Well, to be fair, they're also not being screened by their own guys, so.
No,
I
so
know, that's
it's
the
just
problem.
long.
Okay, so how far away do they have to get?
Over
3.
3.
3 inches.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these guys. Let's see.
And they can interpenetrate your guys if you want. I mean, that's up to you.
They can, but I was trying to give them room to like pivot,
Sure.
kind of like
You
that.
could move the skirmisher. You could move any way you want. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
the rule is as long as no base moves more than its movement allowance,
Right.
you can pretty much.
It's pretty
Ah, yeah,
loosey-goosey.
that's for sure. Okay.
It's loosey-goosey.
All right.
All right.
I think technically as well, Jim, they would probably class as dedicated skirmish bases, so you don't really need to have any gaps in between them if you don't want to. You could line them up base to base.
Let's have a little gap so we know they're skirmishers.
Um,
now.
Mm.
Let's make
Yeah,
sure
it's
we've got a
perfect.
little gap so we know that we have skirmishers.
Yep, they have
But
to be
the-
the double one half the of this one, so it's they need a little bit gap.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
one
not,
base.
Well, they do look
You know what I
completely
mean, Jim?
different. So that's
True.
No,
That's
okay,
Yeah, I mean,
but
the figures are spaced out, so you can tell the skirmishers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Apart from when I pick yours up, of course.
Yes. Well, it's
Except
hard
for
to
that.
tell whose skirmishers they are, but
I
you
can
can tell
tell
they're
you when
skirmishers.
to move there anyway.
All right.
Okay,
The
but
interesting
should
thing
be
with
one-
your skirmish screen as well is that obviously if your screen doesn't actually screen anyone, you can still be shot behind. So
I'm okay with you, but it should be one base enough of the normal base. That's what
I think
normal.
dedicated skirmishers don't have to do that.
I think that okay. I don't know. Actually, I don't
So,
know. I
okay.
used to do that, but anyway.
I don't want to like slow things down or anything, but I am kind of curious about this. The point of this movement allegedly was to get those guys out of the way so I could shoot these guys, but they're still in the way.
Yep.
So
You
what
got
good
to
did that do me?
You got to keep shoving them back.
you got to keep shoving
Okay.
them back.
Suppose
I
you,
could have just stayed where I was and just shot them from
Yeah.
there, and I
If you
didn't
want to
have
go
to
back
move
and
up
do
there.
that, go
Okay.
ahead. Yeah.
Achilles,
Eddie,
Achilles.
so if you shoot
Achilles,
now,
suppose
that
Uh-huh.
screen is not an effective screen because it's less than 3 inches away from what it's screening. So when you shoot a volley in a minute,
Uh-huh.
you will hit. Say you took 3 casualties with your volley in the next one. One of the first casualty will go on the skirmishers. The rest will go on the unit behind because it's not an effective.
Okay, very good. Okay, so there is an advantage to having done that. All right, good.
Mhm.
Excellent.
And
That's all I needed to know.
the other
He feels better.
Achilles, the other things is that You make a
And
wheel.
I'm done, by the way.
If
Cool.
you make a wheel and you lost 2 inches, if you go
Mhm.
straight ahead, they have to move behind the formation.
Yeah, the problem is
Making
if
the
I'd
wheel,
gone straight ahead,
you
they
know,
wouldn't have been facing the target,
yeah, you could pass through your skirmishers.
and I'd still be facing away from the target
Right.
because they
No,
were at an
Okay.
angle.
Okay.
no,
So we're good.
it was like that.
Well,
That doesn't
let's-
matter.
Yeah, we're
Let's
gonna
move
that.
on. Let's
we're
move
gonna
on.
keep we're
Let's
gonna
move
keep
on.
going.
Please move on.
Yeah. Yeah. So, given
Okay.
any other
Sorry.
movement, any other Russian movement?
Could only. Yep, I just moved the artillery 2 inches, if I can,
Prolonging
I
it.
think we
pushing
can.
it.
Yeah.
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
That's the big squeaky.
Okay,
All right.
these are hesitant. Okay, for
Seems
me,
like-
it's okay.
Seems like if we had those guns here and these guys out of the way, you'd have a lot of targets, especially a square.
Yeah. With all
Those guns,
that,
they are a separate unit,
Wait
aren't
for
they?
me. Wait for me.
he's coming. With-
Okay,
With
fair enough.
with that as movement, we got skirmisher fire. We know that.
Okay. I guess
Indeed.
we're gonna blast these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just a straight 3.
4. I've got my.
Oh, you have an aide de camp right there. I
You
see
got
him.
skirmish attack, I think, yeah, so it's straightforward.
4, yeah.
2 hits.
2 hits.
And a double 6 on skirmish
Oh.
shooting was a roll on the.
That's Destiny. Is that Destiny?
No, it's not. It's
I wanted it to be Destiny. It's
Yeah, I'm getting excited
Me
there for
too.
a minute, but yeah.
So if
Got
it's so, I'm
DT
sorry,
and
I
DT.
interrupted you. What has to happen here?
So you take the casualties,
Yeah, I already
obviously,
did that.
and you have to take a discipline test.
Ah,
That unit.
so it's a discipline test
Mhm.
over here for our friends,
Mm-hmm.
So
and
they
they're looking
are
for a 7 or better.
line grade.
On one die.
2, yeah,
You
yes,
die.
no.
Yeah.
I'll roll a 12. It's better.
Well, as anyone who's ever seen me play knows,
You did
I
it.
can roll
yeah.
8s. I
Eight,
cannot roll
okay.
7s.
That's a pass. All right,
Yeah, that's
and now Achilles, you get to shoot back with your skirmishers.
Okay,
Now,
and I'm 2, right? Because I have to shoot through these skirmishers.
no, you're in range. I think.
yep, these guys, this guy, and this guy.
These two can certainly shoot
Mhm.
here if you want them to.
Yep. So you can,
And
you can go.
to be honest, you may be just as well off shooting this guy if the arc is right.
I don't
because,
think the arc's going to be
It's
wrong
close
for
there,
this.
and these are not effective. So you know,
So these two
Okay,
guys.
so these 2 could fire at this guy.
Mhm,
yeah.
Okay, and then this guy would have to fire over here. Right.
mhm,
And there's no minuses because your target is a close order unit. You see, so
yeah.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. All right, we'll start with the guy on the far end there.
Mhm.
So what is that, 1 die?
Just 1 die.
The fact I do think that
That's bits.
you have to roll all the dice.
And then,
And
that's
then
right. Yeah,
divided-
you roll all 3, and then you can break them up.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, well,
Starting
we
from
missed with
the
1.
nearest.
So roll 2.
Okay. I missed with all of them.
Yep.
It didn't make any difference.
All right.
I think that all my skirmish,
Any other
possible skirmish
any other
firing.
skirmishing? Any other
That's
skirmishing?
that is not skirmishing. That is.
That's volleying.
No. Yes, I'm just waiting.
Chrono, you got any volleying? Matt, you got any volleying?
I don't think we can shoot their own skirmish line, can we?
No, you cannot.
I'm only on my little bit over here, which is
It's a
more than enough for me. So no, I haven't got
All
it.
right. All right, Achilles. Now we're going to look at some honest to goodness one-time musketry. Look at this.
Woohoo! It only took us the entire game.
Entire game to get to an actual musket shot. This is 2d6 applying modifiers.
Okay.
The target. So technically, his target is skirmishers, are they not?
No.
No, he's shooting here, but he's shooting at them through the screen. So,
Okay.
but that means that the first casualty, if he inflicts one casualty,
That's right. It hits on that. Right. So that's a 2d6 with no modifiers.
he moved though, so he is on the inferior volley.
You are on the
table.
inferior volley table. That's right.
Mhm.
You are inferior. There's a key here. Roll high. Don't roll low.
Sounds about right. And I'm rolling 2 dice, right?
2d6.
Yep.
In other things is
Ooh,
that
well,
10
is
that
pretty
is a
high.
good roll. That is 3 casualties and a discipline test.
Ow! So it's another casualty there, and then
Yep.
2 casualties.
And so a discipline test from. So
Hang
who
on.
takes that? Who was that discipline test?
He's moved. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Beg your pardon. Yeah.
A 10
if I
does
could
that. So
speak,
the question is, who has to take the discipline test?
I think the formed unit does, doesn't it?
no, it's one
yes,
on the
that's right.
skirmishers
Which
and 2 to the other.
which is exactly what I did. So who takes the discipline test?
The other things is that it's just away from 5. This one I think is a column. If it was inside 5, it's got a 1 CD because it's fresh shooting to a column.
He's not fresh.
But
Oh, that's
he's
right. He's still.
casing.
Yeah, he is Cal. Yeah. Where's
But
that
It should be
it's
a column.
outside 5 inches.
Mhm.
target? Yes. So you get an additional 1 die, Achilles. Here you want a 4 or better.
In this case, not. In this case, not because it's outside 5.
It's outside
Is it
5,
outside
right?
5?
It was-
Oh, I
It
thought. I'm
is.
sorry.
Yeah.
Then why did you bring it up?
That's a fair
just to
question.
say-
Why did you? Oh my God.
just to explain the
It said,
rules.
it said
Well, no,
5.1.
Dear God.
I mean, it's outside 5, but
Who takes?
if
Who
it
takes the?
goes
So
inside
please
5,
answer the
you gotta
question.
say-
Who takes the discipline
Who
test?
takes the discipline test? Stop answering questions I'm not asking.
It's
Focus,
this guy.
focus.
I thought
Okay, so
let's
you got to
see.
take that thing.
he's a recruit, so he needs an 8.
Yeah.
Or-
Mhm.
How was he recruit?
Scappano subito.
Yep.
cazzo.
These are Mary Louise's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I retire. Is there a table for this? Let me see.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Just below
Yep.
faltering the gate.
Okay,
Initiative.
recruit.
You've got discipline test, so it's minus
The
1
violet
for
one.
recruit.
Okay, so we'll roll 2d6 and see what happens. Oh, they're fine.
That's fine.
You'll be fine.
Mhm.
They're feeling fine.
Any other
Not
volley?
really.
Any other volley fires?
I have none. You want to take artillery shots?
Yeah. Got to do something here, haven't we?
All right.
Yeah.
Um,
Can we shoot at skirmishers with artillery?
Mhm. You can.
yeah. Yeah, and that's
You might hit that one guy.
You might waste that guy.
It is a -2 modifier, but it's not.
That's what we're
Worse.
saying.
It is, but if it was canister, it might have been worth it, but it's not.
Yeah. So therefore, you shoot at.
Let's just take a pot shot. At the
Oh, they're
captain.
actually within effective.
They drifted into effective range, did they?
They have actually drifted into effective, so they're So let's have a couple of them.
All right. 2d6.
And see.
Oh, my
Oh
God.
dear. That's a
That's a
fatigue
fog
casualty.
Muy bien. Muy bien.
So you shot your guns
No,
at
you
me,
didn't
and
roll
you,
it.
shot your guns at me, and you lost a guy.
You-
I think they actually just fell into the river in front of them.
yeah.
He was well. They fired the gun while that guy was still looking down the barrel to see if it was clean.
Ow!
Boom.
All right, that's a little ignoble, but
Yeah. Well, that's what happened.
Yeah, what a great way to finish, eh? I'd like to finish strong.
Yeah.
yeah, let's go. We still have to do the melee. We still have to do the
There's
melee.
got to be a
Oh
melee.
yes.
There's a
Yeah,
melee.
we got a melee.
So we
All right,
have
here we are at the melee. So now I'm going to my melee table because I'm going to learn this. I'm learning this too.
We
All
each
right.
have 5.
You
basically
each start
you
out
get
with 5 dice.
5 dice
I
each.
know that. None of you are elite. None of you counts as heavy. You don't have feet. You're not a large unit. Nobody's a small. Is he a small unit? He is. He is a small unit, which costs
Is
him
he?
1. Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he
He's the
is.
same size as I am.
That's 2.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I was
a 4
looking.
and 4 and 4.
No,
Yeah.
No
So
one
it's
knows
still 5 and 5. Is there a morale grade difference?
Does
No.
campaign or battle that?
Yeah,
campaign or
line
battle?
battle
No,
is
the campaign,
line battle is better than line campaign.
but it's
No
not
morale,
the moral
That's been the charge. This is just melee.
Yeah,
Very
it's the
good.
charge
So
counts,
line is
not
line.
here.
That's helpful. Line is line. Nobody has casualties. Nobody is. Oh, they are not unformed. That's it.
why I asked if they were heavy cavalry.
Yeah.
It's not heavy cavalry.
Iron Man Chrono versus Giorgio the Boneless in a fierce melee.
I'm not sure I
I
understood
think
that,
it's
but
5. I do think it's 5 against 5.
Yeah.
So,
I'm checking to see if I think that there's anything else, but I don't know why there would be. And in this,
know.
just to be clear, I want to look at my melee results table now. And what we need, the goal here is to roll 4, 5, 6, is it not?
Yep. 4, 5, 6, 5 dice.
Five
Straight
dice both
4,
ways,
5,
looking for. It's the same as in Blucher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 dice, 4, 5, 6.
5 dice against 5 dice. Okay.
Oh, a little bit of
That would be none,
Man.
I'm finishing out very poorly tonight.
and that's 4.
Oh,
I route.
3+, yeah, losers rout, and they take the ground. So, what does rout mean? Does that just get picked up?
Okay, so that's an immediate falter, I think, on Black Brigade.
Okay.
Let me look that up.
So let me just. There's quite a lot of verbiage that goes with it, so
AG.
I'll read it out to you.
do they fly through all those other units and crash into
Okay,
them?
so when you route, you go. Your first move is 6 inches straight back.
Okay.
Any formed units that you hit will immediately become unformed.
Okay, that's Shaco.
Oh
In
man,
that 6 inches.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get there. Yeah, he's fine.
That's fine. So after that, you can go anywhere within a 45-degree arc in column of mobs. So basically, they just leak back the full route move,
Which
is full route move is for cavalry 21,
I don't think do I have to go the whole 21 or
and you need to be behind a supporting unit. So you want to be behind.
well, let's do this then, and kind of end up back here.
It has to be a close order unit as well.
Oh, these are closer. This is all we have.
Yeah.
This is all we have. Supports. We have supports.
Yeah, that's why you always have a reserve. So they are. Just trying to find that thing there.
And he also takes casualties. I think he takes the 4 casualties too, right?
So you've got to put the casualties on, obviously, on both sides. So basically, they act like retreating units, but it must fall back on a friendly close order unit.
Well, he's done
If it
that.
can't do that. If it can't do that, it'll disperse. And they are automatically rallied when the unit obeys orders next turn, if it obeys orders.
Mm-hmm.
And a rate will cause the parent brigade to immediately falter. So we've done that. So that's it.
And how many casualties do they each take?
Whatever was in the
for
rally. Whatever
this-
was in the rally, in the melee.
I took 4.
And did we get any? Did we?
they don't,
I missed everything. It was terrible.
Oh,
Like I said,
see.
finish your-
So that 4
My
derives.
answer in your
That 4 derives from what Giorgio rolled.
yes,
Got it.
yeah. There's 4 hits basically
Yeah, and Chrono hit Giorgio for none.
Yep.
for none.
Like I said, finishing out strong.
So, and then you've just got the net result. You take the ground or something, or take it on.
Yeah, Giorgio can take.
Yeah,
Giorgio.
I won't take the ground.
I wouldn't think
Stay
so.
there. Yeah, stay there, waiting for the hussars to charge
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah, you can blame me for risking that. To be honest, I probably shouldn't have
I mean, I thought it was. It was my
Anyway,
idea.
some-
So,
It's also valuable
Obliged.
to learn how that works.
yeah. This is
Yeah.
many
It's a
respects a
learning
learning game.
experience.
It is
Well,
in many
well
respects a learning
I
game.
agreed with the decision. I thought it was good.
I'm glad I
So-
have your full support, Achilles. That means a
See?
lot to me.
See,
Please.
between Chrono and I, we know what each other should be doing.
That's so.
Yeah, I sort of firing cannonballs into the lake, and you're sort of waving a stick at the enemy cavalry.
Yeah, just gonna put real quick. Can we get
Teamwork.
can we get the dice rollers cleared? And it is
See,
now.
next time.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes. You know what will happen?
I
next
was just
time?
I was just going to say next time you just get Napoleon to lead that cavalry charge. And
Oh
you'll be
right,
fine.
that's what happens. Right, we know that.
Yeah.
Um,
That's quite early for a folder, actually.
So there it is. There it is. That is actual. How many? I forgot to count. That was 5 turns of General Darmé. Take that. Take that, world. We played it.
Third the way through.
We made it a third little. Yeah, about it. You're quite right. So let's see who's still here. My God, you're still here. Bless your hearts. That's correct. Duna. Oh my God. Someone on Steam just asked him to shrink his Turk to shrink his potato people.
Is that a metaphor?
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Yes,
maybe
no,
it's a simile.
that's Leger. That is Leger being red. That's Leger being thrown out as skirmishers or battalions, I should say.
It's a whole battalion be thrown as skirmishers because
Yeah.
you don't have a bunch of skirmish. We could, in theory, just copy a bunch of skirmisher bases and replace them, but that seems a little.
Déclassé. That's déclassé. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna say battle of. This is a save. This is GDA 6. My goodness, what a lot of learning. Well, first of all, thanks particularly to Chrono and Achilles for their patience in the learning process.
No problem.
You know, it's one of those things where I certainly don't expect anybody to perform particularly well with a rule set they've never played before.
Thank you.
You know, it is, and yet we saw it. I mean, the only thing we didn't. Well, we actually saw most of it.
We didn't see effective artillery fire, but we did see artillery fire.
We did see artillery fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was pretty effective. They managed.
Yeah, bitch.
You know, so
Thank you, gentlemen.
yeah,
I
no,
like the fact that
Yeah.
we were able to get through a third of this game without having a clue what we were doing.
yeah, no,
That's pretty good.
And well, and
To be honest, you know how I feel now, because pretty much every rule set is like that for me.
well,
Apart from this one, which I know like the back of my hand, as I'm sure you can already tell.
There you go.
I think what's implicit in that, and I agree with it, is look, you know, every rule set has a series of things that you kind of, that almost like it's sitting there going, okay, understand this and you'll do well. Get this part. Figure this out. And we don't know those things yet. So,
Yes. Yeah, you gotta find out what those are through hard knocks.
yeah, the hardest possible way.
Yeah.
But there are some really, really good choices here. There are some things that I hear they're fixing, and I'm glad they're fixing, because I think the melee system is it's Shaco's melee system, to be honest.
It's blue card. It's more like blue card because you have multiple dice.
Oh
rolling.
yeah. I was thinking of the charge phase actually.
It's the musketry is kind of a bit more Shaco-like because it's basically one roll and then you see what happens.
Yeah. So there are some similarities there, but I think there are some. I'll say it. I think there are some lovely choices in this game. I don't know what I think about the ADC system yet, to be totally honest.
Interesting.
It feels mechanistic to me right now, and I can't decide if it's a flame worth the candle, to be honest. Because once you get past it, the game actually is pretty quick. You know,
I mean,
Yeah, you do get quicker with ADCs. You know,
yeah,
'cause
I mean,
you know which ones you want to. There are a number of ADC taskings which I don't think are worth the candle, as you put it.
yeah.
But certainly there are some that are, and you know there are things like infantry assault, which they stay on. Once they're on and you've declared an objective, it stays on. You don't have to keep rolling for it.
Right.
So so there are some that are like that, and we'll come across those probably in a bit. But it is important to use them correctly because you don't have very many, and that's I think what I like about GDA is it does make you think very carefully about where you attack and how much you attack with, because all of that is a limited resource.
Yeah.
I do remember when I played, if I could speak,
Sure.
when I played with my brother, he was angry about the fact that he said, if I got the French guard and they did not move because I rolled 2-1, even if I made a brigade, he say it's not logical because the French guard, if you give them an order, they move. And what I say to him is that the fact is that it's trying to simulate the confusion, or the fact that the order did not arrive, or the fact that they did not understand the order, and they stay fit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for this point,
Command friction. It's like something happened, or they're still getting organized. Maybe they want to move, but they're getting organized, and they're talking to the junior officers about what they want to do. It's like it's not just a matter of they're not responding. It's like, well, maybe they want to, but there's stuff going on.
Well, I mean, even Valor and Fortitude has it, right? So I mean, it's, there's a limit there too. No, it's interesting. I think this was time well spent. I'm glad we did it. I'm very grateful to Matt and to Giorgio for coming along and putting up with those of us who don't know these things. And I hope we can come back. It won't be quite Christmas, so clearly we can all come back on Thursday next week and wrap up a few more turns and see if we can't push through, because I like to give a game a chance, especially it's one that I've had a rocky relationship with, and it doesn't take much to talk me into playing 1813 battles. So we'll build a few more and see what we think, and really give it a fair run, because certainly it's a very, very popular rule set based on how many of you lunatics showed up to watch it, and thank you for that. So Saturday, Leipzig, part 10. Part 10. Dear God, will the nightmare end at last? Let's find out, and then other stuff will happen, and it'll be awesome. So, thank you for those who watched. Thank you for those who played. Until we meet again, please take care of yourselves.
Tim.
Yeah, thank you, Giorgio. Take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause.
Good morning.
Pause.
Good night, Ian Jackson.
Had to clear your throat for that one.